Good evening everyone and welcome back to eSports Racing Network, where tonight we are going to bring you yet again some more Mini Cooper 1965 action with 5 races spanning through the evening. We're going to have practice sessions, qualifying sessions and the racing itself mixed around the world with 5 different circuits with multiple laps on different circuits. This is going to be an absolutely epic night of racing with the added Super Pole in this evening's racing. We're going to have one Super Pole session of 20 minutes long. We're going to have everyone going out for the first 10 minutes of this Super Pole session, with only the top 5 getting through into that last 8 to 10 minutes of qualifying. So listen out for when I'm going to drop this Super Pole for in the evening. And I can tell you right now, it will not be on race 1. So race 1 will not have the Super Pole in, but any time from race 1 onwards, race 2 onwards, will invoke the Super Pole. I hope everyone is going to have a great evening of racing tonight. And we hope that there's going to be as much respect given on track as we saw for the last mini event held here at eSports Racing Network. I'm super excited to see this racing. There is points on offer for everyone. There is points for the pole position. Let's get started and get this lobby underway. So as we go into the main menu, we will start this lobby up straight away for everyone to start joining. We will try and get this first practice session underway for about 7:45. So we have about 12 minutes to get into this lobby that I will create. This is an invite-only session. So anyone that does drop into this session that hasn't officially entered with the entry form which was supplied on our Discord server, then unfortunately you will not be able to race tonight. So let's load these settings up now. So the first race tonight will be at Dragon Trail with the Mini Coopers, which we are loading up right this second as we're just going to check through, make sure everything. This is going to be a 5-lap race, as we can see there. It's going to be held at 4:30 in the evening. No rain tonight, so it's going to be a full dry evening of racing. We've got a 10-minute qualifying session coming up. Everything looks fine. Let's create this room. Everyone can jump in as of now. Be ready on those buttons and get that practice laps in, because you've got about 10 minutes from now to get some free practice in before the official practice starts at 7:45. So as we have the drivers joining in now, we had a couple of drivers there that had to leave, unfortunately, and another one here we're just going to have to remove from the session until we get all of our invited drivers into this server, as drivers already starting to hit the track now to prepare for race 1 of the evening. As we will just remove a few of these drivers here that aren't supposed to be here. Sorry for those that I have to remove at this time. Okay, we have most people in, waiting for 2 to 3 more drivers. Aaron's just joined us. Aaron is a new driver for us tonight, so good to see him here for his first event with eSports Racing Network. So welcome to Aaron. And also Tequila 180, another new driver, is upon eSports Racing Network with us, and I do believe in relation to Tonkanon, the other driver from the Netherlands there, And I do believe Tequila is Tonkanon's father, so this will be interesting to see the father and son out there doing battle together. So welcome Tequila 180 to eSports Racing Network. We will keep a close eye and see how you get on tonight. We have 12 drivers in the lobby, 12 drivers on the circuit, and Dub Dude also. Dub Dude 1963. This is going to be Dub Dude's first event for eSports Racing Network as well. So Dub Dude, we know, or I know, is a regular mini racer around GT Sport circuits. So keep an eye out for Dub Dude, who is in the Pro category. And yes, again, we are running the Pro and the Pro-Am categories tonight. So we have Pro drivers and Pro-Am drivers fighting for their own championships. The only difference is tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we will not be giving the points out after race 3. We will be giving points throughout the evening as usual. You'll score points for every single race, but we won't be supplying the points halfway through the evening. I will be dishing out all the points and letting everyone know where they came in the championship at the end of the evening in the ERN Discord server. If you're not a part of that Discord server, please send me a message. I can get you a link to that so you can join and find out the exact championship positions where you finished in the evening. So I believe we have everybody here. We will just go on track, make sure I've got all my settings correct, and we will just check out the first half of practice. And Leo Sayer saying he's going to move up to the Pro tonight, and that's what we like to see. A bit of optimism there from Leo Sayer. So looking on with Clayjax. Clayjax actually another driver here who's first raced with us at eSports Racing Network. So Clayjax, who we're looking at now in the red line oil livery here in the black Mini. Clayjax is his first race with us at ERN, so we'll keep an eye on Clayjax. Clayjax is actually in the Pro-Am category, I believe. I will just double check these for you now, but I believe Clayjax is in the Pro-Am category, so he'll be fighting out for the points in Pro-Am. And we will see how he gets on in that category. Glowing Gold makes a return to ERN, so Glowing Gold is back again, showing off his pace. Glowing Gold recently has found a lot of pace in these cars here, so we will keep an eye on Glowing Gold as well. A decent pro driver here who is extremely fast, trying to get his way past Clayjax there. So we'll keep an eye on Glowing Gold tonight and see how Glowing fares throughout the months that Glowing Gold's been racing. He's not been racing too long, but he has got quicker and quicker. So I've been on track with him a few times now, and his pace has just got stronger and stronger and stronger. So definitely a contender here for the Pro Championship tonight. Captain Colossus is my older brother, so welcome to Captain Colossus. Welcome back with 100% ERN race entry with the learner badge on the front and his new livery, the nice shiny livery here from Captain Colossus. He did say, given a flash of his lights, he did say he was sporting a new livery tonight, so that is a lovely looking livery with the reflective sides there. So nice to see Captain Colossus. This reflective sideline on his car, I can only tell you now, knowing my brother, that's for when he gets out of his car, he can check his hairline after being involved in some close battles. Looking into the side of his reflective car, he can definitely check on that one. So we'll come back on Captain Colossus, who is in the Pro category, so we'll check out how Captain Colossus gets on this evening. Our next driver is Tonkanon. So Tonkanon is our last GR3 Pro champion. So Tonkanon, an extremely established driver and a very, very fast driver in the minis. I believe he won the last. How did you know? Well, this is obvious here, Captain. I know you very well, so that's part. I know the hairline needs to be checked now and again. But Tonkanon here won the minis actually last time out. We had our first mini event. I believe Tonkanon won the mini event. I could be wrong, but he definitely won the last GR3 event with us, so he is a current GR3 champion, Tonkanon here, so looking to take his double championship winning streak here tonight as well. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but Tequila is Tonkanon's father, who is looking already pretty handy here in 3rd place. So keeping an eye on Tequila tonight. So he'll be running around in the Pro-Am category, trying to rack up those points tonight, so we'll keep on him. Goldstar makes a return for ERN. Lovely to see Goldstar back here with us. Goldstar is back and trying to take it to Tonkanon, who I believe Tonkanon will be a close rival for Goldstar, so Goldstar will have to look out for Tonkanon tonight. So a very established driver here, Goldstar. Looking further down the order, we have James H. James H makes his return in the minis. James finding some good pace, and a very close contender for champion in the Pro-Am category in the GR3s last time out. Only just missing out on the championship win in the Pro-Am. So James H would definitely want to make up that wrong into a right tonight and hopefully take away this Pro-Am championship. So James H definitely the one to watch for the Pro-Am championship. Ben Smith finding some incredible pace in these cars. I must admit, he's been practicing hard in these, and Ben Smith is definitely going to be up there in the top 3, looking to try and take this championship away from anyone who dares to challenge him tonight. So we'll keep an eye on this driver, Ben Smith, as well, for the championship of the Pro category. Kaiser Soze in his very beaten up Mini here from Ireland, beaten up Mini, Pro-Am driver. Absolutely brilliant to see Kaiser back here, so welcome back to Kaiser in this event for the Pro-Am Championship. Hayden joins us tonight, missed out unfortunately on the GR3 event, and but he is here in the minis now. So Hayden is a very fast driver, and we will be keeping an eye out once on him, so we'll try and keep everyone in the loop and try and bring you all the action tonight as much as we can. I'll just put a chat out here now saying what time are we? Let's check the time, make sure we're not running over. So we've got, we'll do five minutes to quali. So we'll do a 5 minutes qualifying. So we'll give another 5 minutes on track. We do have another driver here, which we will have to remove, I'm afraid. I do apologise to Danny, who is going to have to be removed. We'll just check anybody else is not in. Yep, that one there, so we'll just remove that one as well. So let's get back to the track, see who we're on at the moment. So High Snipes is back with us again, fellow Irish companion of Kaiser. So High Snipes here, ghosting out at the moment, probably writing a message there, but High Snipes joins us again, so good to see High Snipes back. And I believe High Snipes is a Pro-Am driver for this round. He was a Pro driver in the GR3, he's a Pro-Am in the minis here, so High Snipes will actually be one to definitely look at taking the championship away from James H here, but somebody in the Pro-Am may surprise me tonight, so it's going to be really interesting racing, and I'm definitely excited for this one. So we've got 5 minutes till qualifying, and we'll now have a look and see who we've got going on. Tonkanon currently leading the practice session here by 6.5 tenths of a second, running extremely wide, coming out of that fast turn 2 there. Goldstar currently in 2nd place. This is just practice if anyone's joining us now. Aaron having a few issues trying to join at the moment, so hopefully Aaron can get that sorted and he can join full time with us, because it looks like he keeps getting kicked out of the room for whatever reason. So keep trying, Aaron, I'm sure it will be fine. So Tequila, who I don't know much about, currently he was in P3, he's just returned to the pit lane, but Tequila I've put in the Pro-Am category tonight, as I don't really know much about him. So judging by his pace already, I'm potentially thinking may not be a Pro-Am, but we'll keep an eye on that through the night. And it's too late to change things now. Clayjack's here in 4th place, currently 1.5 seconds off of the pole position lap time in practice here at Dragon Trail, and a great circuit this, I must admit, for the minis. Everyone really likes it. It's a very wide circuit, a lot of room for error, which is good with these minis, and especially with these guys getting so close in lap times now. It's definitely a fantastic track to be racing the minis round. Leo Sayer saying he's got 5 liveries for tonight. That's great to hear. So he is going to be using a different livery for each race. So nice to see some drivers prepared for this. And as I say that, a lot of these drivers have practiced a lot for these events. All the events that I have been putting up, they have practiced an extreme amount. They've put in a lot of laps for these, so it's good to see these drivers supporting eSports Racing Network and really putting in the lap times and putting in the laps to try and show how good they are on track on this broadcast here at eSports Racing Network. And James H is also saying he's got 5 liveries for tonight, so we'll keep an eye on those liveries, and hopefully we can see some nice little liveries coming out tonight, as I'm trying to get used to these camera angles again. So a few more minutes now until qualifying begins. We'll give them another minute and we will start this qualifying. So we've got one. We're giving them 1 minute to qualifying. Hayden in 4th place currently. There's a 10-minute qualifying session for this race here, so everyone is... This Super Pole session won't go ahead this race. The drivers will know when the Super Pole is about to embark, as the settings they will see in the lobby will change to 20 minutes qualifying, so I'm pretty sure they will know even before I've announced it on the broadcast as to when the Super Pole will go ahead. As drivers sitting in the pit lane here, James, Tequila, Tonkonon, Dubdude and Captain Colossus all sitting there waiting in the pit lane, waiting for this qualifying, of which we are now going to throw up. So we are now going to run qualifying number 1 as everybody is in and ready to roll. So qualifying has now started, and the first qualifying session of the evening will be underway shortly. Here we go then. So qualifying 1, we will make sure everyone gets out the pits in an orderly fashion. I believe Wednesday evening, sorry, we had some huge issues with GT Sport. We had some huge issues with GT Sport. We had a lot of glitches, pit glitches, so I do hope we don't get too many tonight, if any at all. As we see here, Captain Colossus still in the pit lane. It looks like everyone is out of the pit lane, which is great to see. So everyone now on circuit for their qualifying, and hopefully they will leave each other a bit of space and hopefully not ruin any lap times, as we already see the black car of the Redline Oil Clayjacks trying to get past and get some clean air in front of the Pro-Am driver. So already jostling for position to try and find clean air. You don't want to be stuck behind a slower Mini and have it ruin your lap, so the best thing to do is to get some clean air ahead of you and concentrate on what's ahead. Dubdude saying he's got a black screen. I'm not sure what I can do about that, unfortunately, Dubdude. Is he on track? He is on track, but he's on a ghost mode. Hopefully it will clear up for the race here, Dubdude. People there in the chat trying to help you out. It says, so Dubdude, you may not be able to read that, but it says there, if you go to lobby menu and back, it may help you. So maybe go to the lobby menu and then come back, it may help you out there, Dubdude. So Ben Smith coming up to the final corner. So Ben Smith will be the first driver to set a lap time here, coming round, and you can see how long it takes round to get round this circuit here. So already they're 2 minutes into their qualifying session and no one's even started their lap yet. So it's taken them 2 minutes and 20 seconds to even start the lap. So they're only really going to get 3 laps in here if they can get across the line quickly. So as Ben Smith comes out, Dubdude now returning to the track. I do hope that's sorted out for Dubdude there. So Ben Smith coming into turn 1. nice and smooth here for Ben. And Ben's not even on the steering wheel. Ben's using a pad, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think Ben's using a pad for his racing. So Ben really, I mean, finding some pace. I mean, it shows you that having a steering wheel behind the sim rig doesn't always mean the better. It doesn't mean the better option. It depends what you're used to, and some drivers can really handle this sim with a pad. So it's interesting to see how each individual driver has different styles and different setups. Work for some people, some don't. So we will just check out. Let's see if we can find Dubdude. So Dubdude looks like he may have sorted his issue out. His car isn't ghosting anymore. So Dubdude looks like he's back in the game, which is fantastic to see. So Dubdude is on the track and looks like he has sorted his issue out with the black screen, which is good news. So keeping an eye on Ben Smith as he will round the final corner to set the first lap. But just behind Clayjax, looks like he's really got some pace here, because he's actually caught Ben a little bit in, as we see a driver going very wide there. It was Hayden going extremely wide, so they scrubbed a bit of speed off going into the final sector, the start of the final sector. Hayden getting really quite squiggly, let's say. It's not really a word, but Goldstar just behind trying to get some toe from Hayden, but he's going to get held up slightly unless he can go down the inside of Hayden. But unfortunately Hayden may lose it. Hayden's just pulled over, indicated to the right, let through. Hayden knows that's not really something. Maybe Hayden's ruined his lap already, so pulls over and lets Goldstar go through. Nice bit of racing respect there. So Ben Smith is going to show us what lap times we will be looking at, as we are nearly already halfway through this session for race 1 qualifying. So Ben Smith will cross the line with a 2-minute 02.041, and Goldstar then goes straight across the line with a 1:59.5. So Goldstar leading the way with a 1:59.5. That's a great lap time there. So we'll just check out and see who is across the line next. We have Aaron, who is crossing the line now. So Aaron is about to cross the line for his first lap. Aaron coming across the line. Let's see what his first ever lap with the ERN can be. He's got a 1:59 to catch, 2:11. So he's 11 seconds off a pole at the moment. So Aaron got a bit of pace to find there. But we've got Kaiser, who has gone into 7. We've got High Snipes into 6, who we are looking at now. Tequila going across the line. Tequila going 10. So he needs to find a bit more pace there. Colossus definitely wanting to find some pace tonight, and he said he was trying to find some pace, and already up to 4th place. So he'll be happy with the 4th place, but he won't be so happy with a 2.6 second loss in front. So he'll want to find some extra time there. So everyone has been across the line. This is your provisional grid at the moment. Goldstar is leading the way by a whopping 1.5 seconds off of 2nd place Clayjax. So everybody else behind, who was 2.5 seconds behind, isn't that far behind 2nd place. Just Goldstar has found some sort of extra pedals here, which has given him an extra engine to pull out 1.5 seconds gap. It's incredible. So already Goldstar 1.5 seconds. I mean, he could almost come into the pits, because I'm not sure anybody else can find that sort of lap time. A 59.5 in a Mini Cooper around here, as Dubdude is going side by side with someone back there. That looked like Kaiser. So Kaiser going side by side with Dubdude. Dubdude is, in fact, Dubdude hasn't set a lap time. Of course, no, because he had that black screen, so he has to. So Dubdude has got less time to set a lap here, and it looks like he got a bit held up here, Dubdude, on his qualifying lap. So Dubdude actually the only driver here not to set a lap time, but he will get another solid lap in here, because he's got a bit of a clear track ahead of him, as Ben Smith does a 2-minute 0.8. So Ben Smith going up into 2nd place here. Let's just catch and see what Dubdude does here. Hayden improves to 2:01.4. Dubdude crossing the line now with a 2:01.4. So Dubdude going up to 4th position there. So a good lap from Dubdude, under pressure to come out after that technical issue. Comes out and puts it in 4th place. High Snipes 2:01.9. So High Snipes here just went across the line with a 2:01.970. So a good inroads there for High Snipes. But that means Glowing Gold 2:02.2. Tonkanon now goes up to 3rd place with a 2-minute 0.8. Aaron sets a better lap time, but is a 2-minute 10.1. And Tequila, wow, look at this. For what is a Pro-Am driver in 2nd place with a 2-minute 0.8 and out qualifying his son in 4th place. So this is going to be some. It's going to be a bit of a talking talking project between the two. Tonkanon's going to be saying, well, hang on a minute, I've invited you here, now you're beating me. That wasn't the plan here, Dad. You need to let me win. So Tonkanon's got to find a bit more pace here to see if he can get through into second place. So it's Goldstar, Tequila, Ben Smith, Tonkanon, Clayjax, Dubdude in 6, as we see Tonkanon going very wide and off the circuit, drifting his car, won't be getting any pace out of that this lap. Hayden in 7th place, High Snipes in 8th currently, Captain Colossus in 9th place, Glowing Gold in 10th, James in 11th place. So James in 11th place here with a 2:03.5 from James H. Kaiser in 12th, and Aaron rounding out the field with a 2-minute 10.1. So with 1 minute 42 seconds left, everyone's going to be able to get one more lap in as Ben Smith goes quicker with a 2-minute 0.4, and Clayjax goes quicker with a 2-minute 0.9. So everyone improving their lap times, but not really getting any further up the field, as there's a huge slipstream going on behind here on Goldstar, being pushed down the straight. So obviously someone's now going to have to... Yeah, I thought he was going to make a dive and move down the inside there, as Kaiser goes with a 2:03 flat pretty much. High Snipes 2:01.7, so everyone improving with every lap. And the first qualifying session currently being led by Goldstar by nearly a second here. So I believe that was Ben Smith that's just pulled off the circuit there. So yeah, Ben Smith pulled off, so maybe he's given up the ghost with this one, because I'm not sure he's going to get round to complete another lap. So Ben Smith looks like he's pulled himself out of this and maybe settling for the 3rd position. Captain Colossus goes with a 2:02.0, so Captain there in 10th place, struggling a little bit here, the Captain, with a 2:02, which he won't be happy about at all, but it's not far off of pole. This is how close this field is now. He's only 2.5 seconds off of the pole, and he's in 10th place, so the grid is extremely close up front. But we just got to hope, for Captain's sake, as he's in the pro category, that some drivers can come off ahead of him, because there's a lot of pace to be found there with 10 seconds remaining in this qualifying session. Let's see if anyone can improve. Goldstar is the second car of this group here, so they will be able to finish this lap here. And there is 1 point on offer for the pole sitter here, so Goldstar currently is going to take that point away unless Tequila can do anything about it. As we know, Ben Smith has finished his lap as he pulled off to let the drivers past respectively, as Goldstar looking to improve his lap even more. And just goes to show that first lap of Goldstar's on a 1:59.5 was good enough to put him in pole straight away, as Goldstar crosses the line now and doesn't improve here. Second place, Tequila is now coming round. We'll see what second place Tequila can do. Hayden went quicker with a 2:01.1. Dubdude goes quicker with a 2-minute 0.9. So Dubdude moves himself into 5th place. So Dubdude there moving into 5th place, takes that one position away, as Kaiser Soze then stays 11th. So Kaiser Soze improving, but not making any inroads position-wise, as Tequila is about to cross the line now. Needs to find 9/10. Can he improve? Tonkanon improves to 2nd place at the end there. So Tonkanon just gets ahead of Tequila with a 2-minute 0.1. So Tonkanon going through there and taking 2nd place right in the last few seconds from Tequila. So potentially that is your grid there. So Goldstar comes through to take your first pole position of the evening with a supremely close qualifying right at the end there. So your grid is top 3 here is Goldstar, Tonkanon and Tequila in his first event takes 3rd place. Ben Smith is in 4th for this race with Dubdude. A good debut race, a good debut qualifying here for Dubdude. 5th place Clayjax, 6th place Hayden in 7th, High Snipes in 8th, 9th place we have Glowing Gold, who will definitely not be happy with the 9th place there, but a lot to play for still tonight. 10th place Captain Colossus, 11th place we have Kaiser, 12th we have James H, and rounding out the back of the field we have Aaron. Good luck people, Ben Smith says, and with the Captain Colossus that is, says this is going to be painful. I know Captain was telling me earlier on today he was a little bit worried about his pace, So hopefully Captain's racecraft can come into play with these races here. So race 1 on the cards here. This is going to be a 5-lap sprint race. So a lot to play for. A lot of incidents can happen here. Anything can happen. So we just need to keep an eye on it. And hopefully the guys that are not happy with their qualifying can get through the pack a little bit. This is why I stick to F1. G21 players. This is why he sticks to F1. These minis are hard to drive, we must admit. So anyway, Goldstar leading the pack away as the green lights are about to go on to start race 1 of this evening. As everyone gets away nicely. We have a good start there. We had a really bad start actually from Goldstar, who's dropped to 4th place already, 5th place already from Goldstar. So, but in the lead, Tonkanon has taken the lead. Ben Smith up to 2nd place as they're all going into turn 1. They're going to be side by side into turn 1 here as 3 abreast. Here we go, Ben Smith 4 abreast almost. Dubdo going around the outside. Dubdo up to 3rd place here. Everyone else filtering through. It looks like everyone's got through safe and sound. As big movers there is Captain Colossus. He's gone from 10th to 5th place. So a great start there from Captain Colossus up to 5th place as we're coming to the next tight right-hander, which is an overtaking opportunity as we see Goldstar going down the inside of Tonkanon, pushes out wide. We've got a yellow flag flying. We have a driver off in the background. Who is that? We had a driver. That was Tequila. We don't know what happened here. So Tequila is off. We'll try and get a replay of that for you. So, he's just gone in too tight and hit the wall. So whether he got a little bit of a tap there, we don't know. But we'll go back to the action up the front here. So Goldstar leading the way with Tonkanon just behind. We've got Ben Smith, who is alongside him, desperately trying to keep his position as Tonkanon's trying to run around the outside, going into the right-hander as Dubdude looking down the inside now of all of them there, but didn't quite make it and actually sacrifices his own position as Captain Colossus just breezes past on the inside. I'm not sure Dubdude can hold that position now. He might have to just tuck in behind Captain Colossus. We'll have a look and see what, change of camera angle here, see if we can get a better angle. Yeah, as Colossus has taken that lead as Dubdo pushing him through. Ben Smith has lost that 2nd position, and now after attacking Tonkanon, Ben Smith is now going to have to defend from Captain Colossus, who's on an absolute charge here. Looking now on the inside for a top 3, so in 1 lap, Colossus going from 10th to a potential 3rd place. Down the inside, Colossus goes with a fantastic move, and Ben Smith is just being shoved back as Ben Smith now down to 6th place after such a good start. So Ben Smith now dropping to 6th. And biggest movers there on that lap was Captain Colossus. So Captain Colossus, your biggest mover there. Hayden there in 7th place, tucking it right behind, looking for the inside, going into turn 1, potentially what we call turn 2, because that was turn 1 just there. So Hayden now on the outside, whether he can get this move done or not. He does. He goes round the outside of Ben Smith. And now on the inside of Dubdo. Dubdo got a very bad exit out of turn 3 there, but still manages to hold on to 5th place. Hayden then making 1 position up. Ben Smith now in 7th place. As we look further back the field, we've got Glowing Gold in 8th place, looking to make a move around the outside of Ben. It almost looks like Ben's got some issues here because we don't have any mechanical failures on the car. So whether Ben's just struggling with a bit of confidence in the first few laps as Kaiser and High Snipes, the 2 Irishmen going side by side, coming into the fast left-hander now. They look at it, it's still side by side, banging wheels, trading plate, pushes them off. This is great racing here from these 2, and the High Snipes just loses out to Kaiser there. But I'm not sure he's going to be quite finished with him. He's got a bit of a penalty there, which is a bit unfortunate as Kaiser just pushed him a little bit wide going into that turn there. As just ahead we have a move by Ben Smith down the inside of Glowing Gold. So these 2 still going hammer and tongs as Goldstar pulling out a lead still. So Tequila trying to make his way back up through the field after that unfortunate mistake. So he's down to 11th place. James H there struggling in 12th place. And we have a retiree somewhere. I believe that might have been Aaron, but James H struggling here. But down into 1st place, we have Tonkanon looking down the inside, coming to take the lead off of Goldstar as Tonkanon dives to the inside and takes that position away from Goldstar. But looking back, wrong camera view. Looking back, wrong camera view. We will get there. Maybe we won't, but still, Tonkanon is going to have to defend hard as we're going to start lap 3 now of lap 5. So Tonkanon and Goldstar going at it hard with Dubdude in 3rd place, trying to catch these 2 up. And if these 2 battle enough, the other remaining pack behind them could potentially catch them up, but there's another serious battle as going down the inside of Goldstar. Tonkanon, they're bashing wheels, and this is definitely going to hold them up here, because just behind we've got another battle of our own as Dubdo, Clayjax, Hayden and Captain Colossus, who has now dropped to 6th place. Unbeen seen to me there, he has dropped to 6th place, so something happened as these two still going at it, and this is going to be a battle all the way to the end of the evening tonight. I can see this is going to play out every race from now on, as Tonkanon looking for a very cheeky move, trying to force Goldstar to the inside. So Goldstar does not have the race in line here, so someone's going to get squeezed out wide. They're going to have to leave each other room, which they do. Great respect there from the two drivers here, and this is a great battle. And I was going to go on board and look behind with one of these drivers, but there we go, we can see it now as I picked out the camera at the wrong time. But Goldstar defending the inside line, trying to keep Tonkanon out of that first position, which he does for now. But Tonkanon now getting the cutback and taking first position away, as behind we've got this almighty battle with Clayjax, Hayden, Dubdude and Captain Colossus and Ben Smith and Glowing Gold and High Snipes and Kaiser. They're all there, everyone's there. There's going to be some big moves in this race, and I can already see Dubdude really has his work cut out for him as someone hit the wall behind. I believe that was Ben Smith, but Captain Colossus now right on the back of Dubdude. Dubdude's going to have to defend. Is he going to defend? It doesn't look like he is, as just behind we've got Glowing Gold on the outside there with the Beauty and Jack Mini, as Captain Colossus looking down the inside, and he just makes the inside stick. And a great move there on the Microsoft car as everyone's going off here, as High Snipes really took a hit to the grass there. I'm unsure what exactly happened. Looked like he's pulled over to let some drivers through. He's just gone, no, it's not gone in too hard. Everything looks fine. They all just ran wide. Everyone just ran wide. So nothing wrong with that at all from anyone. No one's fault, just everyone ran wide. Let's go back to the front. Goldstar still has Tonkanon on his rear view mirror here. As we see now on board, we have the correct camera view so we can see how close these are. So Tonkanon here, and we are now on board with 3rd place. Hayden trying to battle Clayjax, who Hayden has got a 0.3 of a second slowdown, as Clayjax now looking to make the move down the inside. Doesn't think of it just yet. And for 5th place here, Captain Colossus now up to 5th. Dubdude down in 6th place. And positions changing every single lap here. As just going back to the front, Goldstar has he's taken the lead from Tonkanon, so these two are switching positions, I'd say at least twice a lap at the moment. So they're going to be rounding their penultimate lap now to start their final lap. This, I couldn't put money on who's going to win this one. These two are such even drivers in this mini, as Goldstar is so hard on the brakes, but managed to slow it down just as we go into 3rd place to see if there's any moves further behind, as Ben Smith makes a move on Dubdude up to 6th place. Dubdude may try and get the cutback. I'm not sure he'll get the cutback. He might just be there. No, but Ben's just shut the nose off, as we're going to have to go back to the lead here. I want to look further down the field, but at the moment this is where the almighty battle is of race 1 of the evening. And if every race is going to end up like this, as Tonkanon's going to look down the inside for the final lap, he's going to start the final lap coming out this last corner now. So this is it. This is going to be the race where I can't see these two actually going to be split for the rest of the evening, and Goldstar doesn't even think about pushing him down the straight to wait to the end of the lap to overtake him. He's going to overtake him now. Maybe he was trying out what he wants to do on the final lap of the corner, because he actually passed him just before the start and finish line there. So if Tonkanon makes that move into the last corner again, if Goldstar does that to him, Goldstar could win this race just on pure slipstream leading up to the line, because the start finish line is quite far away from the last corner. So there is quite a long run to the start finish line, as these two still absolutely hammer and tongs at it. I can't take my eyes off this battle just yet, for good reasons, as Tonkanon looking to the outside, and notorious Goldstar is an extremely good defender, so he will always cover that inside line. But there is a one move rule in ERN championships where you can make one defensive move and that's it. So once you've made your defensive move, you have to stay there, as Tonkanon's trying to look around the outside, maybe trying to put the pressure on Goldstar to make a mistake. But Goldstar's a solid driver. I'm not sure either one of these will make mistakes, but this is absolutely barnstorming race, and side by side now they've been less than 1/10 of a second throughout pretty much the entire race. Goldstar defending to the inside again as Tonkanon looks to drive around the outside, but he's going to try and get the cutback now, force Tonkanon on the brakes late as he's looking to the inside. They're going to go 2 by 2, side by side through this final chicane in the final sector. This is a very dangerous place to go side by side through this sector. They're going to have to respect. Someone's going to have to lift into this final corner. Who's going to be the brave man to lift? Who's going to be the brave man to stick it out? Goldstar takes it through the chicane. Coming up to the final corner now. These two are going to be slipstreaming each other all the way to the final corner. I literally have no idea who is going to take this race. I hope it's a dead heat because they have both deserved this win. This is absolutely brilliant. Tonkanon's going to send it down the inside, which he does. He goes very deep. Goldstar looks to try and get the cutback, but Tonkanon may have done enough. Can Goldstar get any sort of slipstream on him? He has got some slipstream. It's going to be so close to the line. They're going side by side. Who's going to get the race win? Tonkanon's in the lead. Tonkanon is going to take it. Tonkanon takes it by 0.010 seconds. An absolutely fantastic race. Clayjacks is going to come home in third place with Hayden in fourth. Dubdude comes home in fifth place with Captain Colossus in sixth. Ben Smith comes home in seventh place. Kaiser and High Snipes coming home in ninth and 10. Tequila ends up moving himself from last on the grid all the way up to eighth place after that unfortunate incident. So a good race there from Tequila. He'll be disappointed with that incident though, unfortunately. Glowing Gold coming home in 11th place. James H, I was about to say celebrate, but with 12th place, but he won't be happy with the 12th place there. So wow, what a race. What a race for the race win that was. That was incredible. 0.010 seconds for the winner there. So everybody, I urge you to save that replay. I urge you to save every screenshot you can possibly do because that was an absolutely brilliant race. I will be saving that replay. I'll be looking through it. And the race results are on your screen now, which I will take a screenshot of because I will need them later on for the points. Eventually, if I can take a screenshot with my controller. Take screenshot, there we go. So, in first place, we have Tonkanon in first, Goldstar in second, and I urge everybody on this stream who is watching now to save that replay and just watch that race. And it wasn't just these two at the front, it was everywhere down the grid. There was such respect from everyone. That was an absolutely fantastic race. There was some great racing from everyone. Clayjack's done brilliant for his first race out there, and Hayden done a good job there in fourth. Dubdude for his debut came home in fifth place. Captain Colossus moved his way from 10th on the grid up to 6th place. He was in third place at one point, so Captain Colossus will be ruining what could have been in third place, a top 3 position. But Captain Colossus will be happy with the 6th place, considering that qualifying he had. Ben Smith will be mildly upset, I believe, at the 7th place from where he had qualified, because Ben Smith has got extreme pace around here. It just seemed like he couldn't quite settle down in the first couple of laps. Tequila was... I'm going to have to rethink Tequila's Pro and Pro-Am status here, because he was ridiculously quick in qualifying and great in the race. Just unfortunately hit the wall there. So Tequila went from third all the way down to last and then moved back up to 8th. So good recovery there from Tequila. Kaiser Soze came home in 9th with High Snipes in 10th. Glowing Gold in 11th and James H in 12th. And the fastest lap goes to Tonkanon, who also scores another point for the fastest lap. So a good race there all round. So next race on the calendar, you will have to give me 5 seconds to find this because I am not ready. I got caught up so much in that race. I have not been ready for the races. Usually I have it up on my screen, which we don't have at the moment, but we will any second now. The track selections. The next one is Fuji International Speedway, which is going to be a 5-lapper. So Fuji is the next race. We will go to the event settings and change this track. So I know some drivers love Fuji. I know Ben Smith has been incredibly quick around Fuji, and I know some absolutely hate it. So this is going to mix up the grid somewhat. While I'm going to turn my phone on silent because all I can hear is it pinging away. Where is Fuji? Fuji International Speedway short. And we will load this up. So it is a 5-lap race. We're going to change to midday. Grid start, everything the same. Load settings. And as you can see, this will not be a Super Pole qualifying session. So this is going to be a regular qualifying session, no Super Pole this time round. So we have races 3, 4 and 5 to invoke the Super Pole, and everyone will be out on track for their practice, and I'll give them a 5-minute head up for the qualifying session. So as everyone will now leave the grid, as I check the lobby to make sure we don't have any intruders in this lobby, which we don't. As Aaron rejoins us, good to see Aaron back. Brilliant to see Aaron back there. Aaron, you will score the last place points there as well. Don't worry, you'll still get some points for that race. So keep going, my friend, and you'll rack up those points soon enough. So we'll go to the track now as Aaron has left through him. It looks like Aaron's got a few issues trying to join this lobby at the moment. Maybe he's got a bit of an internet issue. But if you bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to pause for a drink. I will give myself 2 minutes to get a drink, so I won't leave myself long. So bear with me, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I have had my drink break after that absolutely amazing race one, which I was super impressed with. I must admit that was probably the closest finish I've seen in the minis so far in eSports Racing Network history. So I needed to go and wipe the sweat off my forehead and get a drink for that one. So good racing there. So as I gave these drivers 5-minute heads up before qualifying starts, we've got another 3 minutes before qualifying begins as drivers try and get their eye in. As the Skittles car of James, that is a brilliant livery. I love this livery. So James H was saying before he had a few liveries to show off tonight. Somebody else said that as well, which we'll go and check out. But that is a great livery. I absolutely love that one. So bravo to James for that. So a good livery there from James. Who else said? I think Clayjack said he had another livery for tonight. Was it Clayjack's? No, it wasn't. Potentially High Snipes. We'll check out High Snipes. This is a different livery from High Snipes. Is this one a different livery? No, that's the ERN livery. Nice respect there to see the ERN livery. And this is a new livery. We got a yeah baby with the Austin Powers Mini there. So nice to see Kaiser there repping in Austin in the Mini Cooper here. So a nice touch there. So as we head into the last minute and a half of practice, we have Gold Star currently leading the way, only a tenth of a second off Ben Smith, who I did say right at the beginning of this session that before the session started here that Ben was very handy round this Fuji International Speedway. So Ben will be looking to get some good points back after his 7th place finish here at round 1 here at Fuji International Speedway. We're dubbed in that lovely Microsoft Windows car in 3rd place currently in practice. High Snipes running very quickly here at Fuji International Speedway in 4th place. Glowing Gold here in 5th. Pro Driver Glowing Gold. And it really helps me because I did ask these drivers to put the Pro stickers. As you can see, they've got Pro stickers on the side of their car. They have Pro sticker on the back of their car. And also with the Pro-Am drivers, we'll see maybe James H has one on the Skittles car, maybe not. I don't believe he has actually. Yes, he does. Look, on the back, he'll have a Pro-Am sticker. On the number plate, he's put his Pro-Am sticker. So it's easy for me to see who the Pro and Pro-Am drivers are on the grid. So something I asked these drivers to put on their cars, which they did, which was absolutely brilliant. Makes my life a lot easier as we are about to go to qualifying in the next 30 seconds. So it does help me a lot when the drivers do that to their cars. It saves me having to keep checking my spreadsheet to whose drivers where. So nice to see that. Ben Smith currently in 1st place. I think that's because someone has pitted. But we will now start the qualifying session up. Yeah, we'll start it now. So drivers had a few laps out there. Hopefully everyone's got their gearing correct. We'll make sure no one's in the lobby before we start. No one that shouldn't be in the lobby. High Snipes, I believe High Snipes is in. Whoops, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to enter the race. I'm just trying to make sure High Snipes is actually in the pits before I start. Yes, he is. I had to make sure of that. I had to make sure he was in his car before I started qualifying. Here we go then, starting qualifying. This is a regular qualifying session. We still have the Super Pole coming up at some stage tonight. We have 3 more races left after this one, which we will be throwing a Super Pole out in one of the races tonight. So we'll keep an eye on that, and hopefully everyone has remembered the Super Pole rules for this evening. I will be putting them in the chat in GT Sports, so hopefully drivers can understand as to what's going on. So Aaron seems like he's got in the lobby, which is good news. He's been having some issues with his PS5, so hopefully he doesn't have any more issues tonight, because I know Aaron was really looking forward to these minis, and he has been testing a bit through these minis and different circuits. So hopefully Aaron can stay the duration, as I know he will enjoy this. And I want to cover Aaron a bit on track at some stage tonight. Unfortunately, I couldn't see him on track in the last race, so hopefully I can get him here in race 2. So on the track now we have Clayjacks. No, Ben Smith will be the first one. No, he's not. I do apologise. Where is the first driver on track as Captain Colossus stays in the pit lane? So we got Gold Star looking like he's going to try and lead the way here to try and get a bit of clear air, which he is doing right now. So let's have a look. We've got Aaron here on track. Aaron pulling over to let everyone through, which is very nice to see from drivers. I do like it when drivers pull over and let the other drivers through, so you can get some clear air, some clear space, make sure not to hold anyone up. So decent respect there from Aaron, just to try and follow these guys round at this notoriously long circuit. For such a small car, it is a long lap. This is why this is only a 5-lap race. And when you're driving these cars around Fuji International Speedway, it feels like a longer circuit than it actually is. And believe it or not, it's actually a shorter lap than what we have just done in the first race. It just feels very, very long when you're driving it in these cars. So Aaron will be looking to, and I've got a feeling Aaron may not, I mean, he's probably tested round here a lot, but some of these drivers he's up against tonight have practiced for weeks and weeks and put on so many laps under their belt for this. So hopefully Aaron could just tuck up behind someone on this lap, try and get some slipstream and learn the circuit as they go around. I've got a good 10 minutes now to get a lap in, so Aaron will definitely be looking to improve from his last qualifying session in race 1 as Goldstar starts his first lap, rounds the first corner. So again, Goldstar will be the one to look at tonight with Tonkanon, Clayjacks. Let's look at someone we've not looked at yet. We've got Glowing Gold here, who's going to want to make an impression on this circuit here, because I know Glowing Gold can go very quick round Fuji International Speedway, and he will not be happy with where he qualified or potentially where he finished in the last race. I know he improved on his position, but Glowing Gold is a driver that can really mix it up with the top 3 in these cars, so he will desperately be trying to better that himself, as he is stuck in a little bit of traffic here, which isn't going to help anyone's qualifying session. So Glowing Gold is probably just trying to make his way past, try and get some space here, and Dubdo closely followed behind with the Austin Powers Mini there. So Glowing Gold, we'll keep an eye on him to see how he can improve in this session compared to the last session. And Ben Smith will definitely be looking to take pole position round here. Tequila with a nice bit of space here, so this is what we like to see, a nice bit of space there from Tequila, as drivers are now rounding the final corner to finish their first flying lap. I know Colossus is out there on his own trying to get those lap times in. Let's see if we can quickly find him before we get the first driver across the line. So Colossus there getting his lap in with no traffic, no distractions whatsoever, but coming across the line to finish his first lap is Tonkanon. So Goldstar has the second car back. So a 152.2 for Tonkanon. Hayden there in second place. Clayjacks, Goldstar, everyone now crossing the line. Glowing Gold going up to 4th. Glowing Gold now down to 5th. Everyone putting lap times. I'll catch up on this in a second when I get time, because all the lap times are flying in and everyone's going to want to get the slipstream as much as possible in these cars. So currently crossing the line we have Tonkanon, Hayden and Tequila in the top 3, as Aaron unfortunately is off. Aaron has set a lap time, so he is in 9th place currently. High Snipes about to cross the line now, so High Snipes finishing his first lap tonight, and a 152.2 from Tonkanon is a time to beat. What can High Snipes do as he's about to cross the line? Such a long straight here. It's going to be a huge slipstream for these drivers. 156.2 puts them up to 8th position there, as Captain Colossus about to cross the line now for his lap. And he's told me already he does not enjoy this circuit in this car. So Captain will just be looking for damage limitation around here as he goes 4th quickest. So a great lap there from Captain Colossus. James H now about to cross the line. I believe James had a bit of traffic through this lap. I'm not sure this is the lap he's going to be dribbling over, so maybe he can set a better lap next time round, but I could be wrong. We will see what he does. He's going to cross the line now, and hopefully James can put in some sort of a banker lap to get him going. Yeah, that was a slower lap from James, so that was obviously a bit of a traffic induced lap, so James will be looking to set a quicker lap this time round for sure, as James does actually pit now. So Tonkanon currently in first, as we're going to run you down the grid order, as Tonkanon's about to cross the line again. Tonkanon first, Hayden second, Tequila third, Captain Colossus fourth, Ben Smith fifth, Clayjack sixth, Glowing Gold seventh, Dubdo eighth, as Tonkanon now crosses the line to improve to a 52.4. Goldstar crosses the line. Can he improve? He does not improve. Hayden and Tequila crossing the line now. Does not improve. Ben Smith does improve. Apologies. So Ben Smith does improve, but doesn't improve on his position. Tequila Kaiser Soze crosses the line, improves his lap time. Clayjacks there has just finished his lap time there. So we have drivers that have improved but not overly improved here. So we've got some drivers which will be happy with their first lap, that's for sure. So, and Tonkanon being one of those drivers who will be extremely happy with his first lap, but only 1/10 of a second behind. 1.5 tenths is Gold Star. So these two again joined at the hip. So 1.5 seconds separating the top two currently. Gold Star needing to find some time here on Tonkanon if he's to get that extra point, as High Snipes goes a 155.8. So High Snipes improves with a 155.8 and takes him into 10th place, stays in 10th place with that lap time. So an improvement on lap time, but a no further position gain. Tonkanon now knows he probably needs to find maybe just a touch more time, because Gold Star will be, he's right there, as you can see him just in the background. Tonkanon potentially looking at getting a bit of extra time, but I've noticed in the past actually Gold Star doesn't have the best of starts here, as Gold Star does actually go first fastest here, goes pole first fastest. I'm not sure that's a thing, but Clay Jackson Hayden improving on the lap times as well. So 3rd and 4th there for Clay Jackson Hayden. Blowing Gold improving and stays 6th place here. Ben Smith can't quite improve on his lap time. Tequila now go out across the line. Can Tequila make an impression on that leaderboard? Does not improve, because Dubdude just behind improves and deplaces him. So Dubdude in 7th place now. So Tequila pushed down to 8th place. Captain Colossus rounding the final corners, but just ahead of him is High Snipes, who will cross the line first before the captain. So High Snipes is 1.1 seconds off Captain Colossus in 9th place. So needing to find a bit of time there to try and make a position up. We'll see how he fares to see if he can make any improvements on 9th place of Captain Colossus. He crosses the line now and doesn't find any more time, but Captain crossing the line, he's only 0.023 behind 8th place, so not far, not much time to find here from Captain if he wants to improve on his lap time. He doesn't improve that time, but 2.4 seconds off of pole position currently, Captain Colossus. Aaron here in 12th place with a 159.1. We have James in the pit lane with a 2-minute 2. So it looks like James has given this one up, and hopefully he's thinking maybe he can make a bit of inroads during the race and make a few positions up. But Tonkanon now in front of these two, but 2nd on the grid. So this will be, I might just get one more lap in after this, but there is a time limit on this qualifying, so he may not be able to get another lap in if he can cross the line in time, which he will. But can he improve? He doesn't improve. Can Gold Star improve even more on his lap time? He doesn't. And that's not even the start and finish line. I've been looking at the wrong start and finish line. It's further back there, ladies and gentlemen. It's back here. Start and finish line is here as Ben Smith goes off. That is obviously the end of the session. That's where the start and finish line is, just here, ladies and gentlemen. I've been looking at the wrong place, but that's okay. At least we know where it is now before the race starts, before I make an idiot of myself across the start and finish line. As Dubdude goes 5th fastest, Dubdude improving again, so moving another position up. So a good qualifying there from Dubdude, as we're trying to catch up on who's crossing the line now. I couldn't quite catch who that was, but there's no improvement from him as Aaron crosses the line, doesn't improve, but a good session there from Aaron, only 0.8 of a second behind the well-adverse Kaiser there. So a good session there from Aaron, a much better drive and good qualifying there from Aaron. So good to see him there in 12th place. High Snipes crosses the line, improves but doesn't improve his lap time. Captain Colossus now is going to finish his lap time. I take it back, I'm staying as Pro-Am, Leo says, as Captain Colossus, I'm not sure is going to, yeah, he's driving extremely slowly, so I don't think Captain is actually going to improve this lap time. So Captain will start in 9th place, and again, this is sort of where he started in the last race, but made really good ground up, so hopefully he can find a bit more. It seems like his racecraft is really shining through tonight, so maybe just in qualifying, just buckling a little bit under the pressure, maybe just can't find the sweet spot, maybe needs to sit with some other drivers to maybe try and follow some through the toe, because it seems like the other drivers are quite grouped together and getting a few tenths of a second quicker. So maybe the tactic going into the final end of these final races here. But Gold Star is your pole sitter yet again. So race 1, Gold Star was on pole position, and as I'm writing the pole position down now, so Gold Star taking the second pole position of the evening, 2 in a row now for Gold Star. But Tonkanon has come away with the race win and fastest lap. So James H saying he's going to change his sticker on his car to AM. We don't have an amateur category, but I'm sure if you'd like to start one up, you can do. That's not a problem. So your grid there. Gold Star in first place, Tonkanon second, Clayjax third, Hayden fourth, and Dubdude in 5th place. Race 2 of the evening, a 5-lap race round here. 13 cars on the grid, an extremely wide circuit. You could fit 3 or 4 limousines lengthways across the circuit. Plenty of space for some battling. Let's get race 2 underway. Green light as everyone's desperately trying to get off the line here, revving the guts out of his minutes. And yet again, as we said before, Gold Star getting a terrible start there and dropping back. So Gold Star really can't get used to these starts in the minis here, as Ben Smith swerving to the inside, trying to find some track where there's plenty of that, where that came from. And as everyone is now going through, looking pretty ordinary as Gold Star. I think that was Gold Star going very wide round turn 1 there, but everyone seems to have got through comfortably. But Tonkanon is in first place, and second place Dubdude now has moved up to second place. So a great move from Dubdude, but not for long, because Gold Star's straight back into second place. So Gold Star taking second place back because he knows he can't lose Tonkanon, so he needs to try now ignore his mirrors. As down the inside we have Tequila going down the inside, but not quite making that stick there. We'll just have a quick look at that. It looks like he tried to make it 3 wide going into this turn. We'd already had 2 wide. Tequila looking down the inside. It was a fair opportunistic move from Tequila. There was no harm done. Everyone made it through safe and sound though. So a good attempt there from Tequila, who will try again in the next few corners, but already coming through the last final sector here. Tonkanon leading the race with Gold Star in second place. Looking to the inside here, we've got Dubdude taking a different line to Gold Star. Hayden there. We haven't spoke much about Hayden tonight. Hayden in 4th place, so a good start there from Hayden in his Repsol number 46 Valentino Rossi Mini there. Great livery there, so he's going to get a good slipstream here, Hayden, on Dubdude. Let's see if we can ride on board with Dubdude. Looking behind now, we are on board with Dubdude as Hayden's looking to the inside, and look at the overspeed he got. But as soon as he pulls out side by side, you can see it's just stalemate. So this is where the bump draft comes in handy. If you can bump draft those cars down the straight, you can gain a lot of time, as Hayden looks like he's going to take top 3 away from Dubdude on lap 2 going into turn 1, as they're going to go hard on the brakes, as Dubdude knows that's not a battle he can fight just yet, but Dubdude may come back to try and fight that one back for 3rd place. Further down the grid, we've got Ben Smith, who's currently sitting at a comfortable 5th place. Clayjax with a penalty of 1.6 seconds in 6th place, as Captain Colossus on lap 1 has made his way from 9th to 7th. So good start there from Captain Colossus. Glowing Gold, who was involved in an incident. It may not have been Glowing Gold, it might have actually been Kaiser Soze, but I think it was Glowing Gold on turn 1 on lap 1, I think, was barged out the way a little bit, so he's in 8th place. Kaiser in 9th place with his Austin Powers Pro-Am, yeah baby Mini, which is a great livery there. I do like that one. Mike Stipes there in 10th place. James H in 11th, currently in this lovely, I give this an award for race 2 livery of the day award for race 2. So I do like this livery, so that's won an award at least for the race 2 livery. Tequila down to 12th, so something's happened to Tequila. He was in 8th place, I'm not sure what quite happened there. And further back we have Aaron in 13th place. Something may have happened to Aaron, but he has dropped a long way back here, so unfortunately for Aaron, he is fighting a losing battle here. But you never know. Some drivers may quit, but unfortunately for Aaron, he's got a lot of work to do in a short space of time. So back at the front we have Tonkanon, who's grown a 1 second lead now over Gold Star. As we just look behind, you can see that gap now. So on board with Tonkanon with a lap time of 1:52.5, but Gold Star just taking the fastest lap at the moment. So as you can see on the left hand side of your screen, under the standings, you'll see Gold Star where it says FL. That is the fastest lap, and that fastest lap gains you an extra point, as just behind we had Ben Smith going wide. Let's see if we can catch this. Ben Smith went extremely wide just here. I just saw in the background, and yeah, drifting really wide there. Not drifting, just going very wide. So time lost there for Ben Smith. But as I was saying, the fastest lap here tonight, this evening, you get 1 point extra for the fastest lap. So that all helps towards the championship. As Captain Colossus, as we just broke to it, Colossus looking down the inside of Clayjax, not quite making the move, but these two now, Colossus has really got his teeth gritted trying to find some positions back, because I do know he does not like this circuit. So if he can get anywhere near that 6th place, he will be pleased with that, considering the drivers ahead of him. So Colossus now, let's see if we can ride on board with Clayjax, looking back on Colossus' car as he goes extremely wide. That may be a penalty for Colossus, as now we are looking back on Colossus on board with Clayjax. And lap 3 of this race, as Colossus looking down the inside of this turn, a different line there. So the regular line is the Clayjax line, but Colossus shoving his car to the inside. Clayjax looking to the outside of it now, and Colossus taking that defensive line, but he's going to have a lot of slipstream, but he's going to get it done before the slipstream potentially. And unfortunately, that's probably the wrong timing to overtake Captain Colossus, because now Clayjax is not going to get any slipstream whatsoever, but he might just have enough overspeed to get past Captain. And you need to make the move later on the straight, because you can see Clayjax hasn't quite got in front of him, but he has now. An extremely close race between these two. Look at this bump drafting from Captain Colossus. We're on board with Clayjax. Look at this. This is brilliant. As you can see behind as well. So just behind we have a battle with cars going sideways almost. Who is that? That in the background. That was Glowing Gold almost losing it on the straightaway there. I'm not sure what happened. They just touched it. You could just see there, but he just goes back. He wasn't losing it. He was trying to get back to the racing line. So great racing there from these 4 drivers, all staying in position. But Captain Colossus now, still, this battle is intense. The ones up there, drivers up front, I won't look at just yet. We have a small battle up front here between Ben Smith and Dubdude, but not quite. Ben Smith does have a slowdown, but we'll keep an eye on this. Clayjax and Captain Colossus. Captain Colossus looking down the inside and just doesn't quite make it. He goes a little bit of a bump, a nice little mini bump there. So Clayjax and Captain Colossus trading paints, bashing wheels. This is great racing, fair racing, respectful racing, hard racing, what we like to see. So these two absolutely on it. So this is going to be a battle to the end. We'll keep an eye on this battle for this lap as Clayjax runs on the grass, leaves Colossus the inside line, but is he going to go wide? No, he just holds it. Colossus now defending to the inside line. It's on the outside there, drifting wide was High Snipes onto the grass. Potentially might take a penalty. It's down the inside. Glowing Gold goes of the Irishman there, so of the Ghosting Mini. So taking that position away, Glowing Gold there from High Snipes, but High Snipes may have just got that back. Still side by side these two go as Colossus takes the final corner ahead of Clayjax in 6th place. As going wide there we have Glowing Gold, so Glowing Gold going extremely wide, but these two going through into the final lap. We'll keep an eye on this battle because these two are side by side. They're going to be battling for the first corner. Who's going to take it into the first corner? As Clayjax covers the inside line nicely there, as Colossus now is going to be bump drafting him down the straight, as Colossus looking to the pit lane, almost pit lane exit, but Colossus is now on the inside of Clayjax. Can't quite get them both in screenshot here, but as we got a bit of a tap there from behind from Glowing Gold, who sends Clayjax nowhere but sends Glowing Gold back 1 place. So Glowing Gold there making a move, but not. And we've got a bit of screeching of tyres going up ahead as these two, Ben Smith and Dubdude, now going at it themselves. Dubdude's got a bit of defending to do going into the final lap, and Ben Smith is going to want this 4th place off of Dubdude. Dubdude desperately trying to hold Ben Smith back as he looks for the inside, and a big hit down the inside there, forcing Dubdude off the racing line, but Dubdude's going to have the inside for the next corner. Going back, Colossus tries the same move on Clayjacks. A bit more clean that time round from these two, but these two side by side. The guys up front are side by side. Look at this. Ben Smith is now going to look for the inside here. Can he get later on the brakes? I'm not sure this is an overtaking opportunity. It's quite a fast corner, this one. Coming into the final lap now. We are on the final lap now, coming through the final corners as Clayjacks in 6th place going wide. And this is a 4-car battle, and Captain Colossus looking down the inside as Goldstar looks like he's not finished with these. Goldstar wanting to take all these drivers ahead of him, as just up front we have Dubdude defending Ben Smith, who is going to run extremely wide and unfortunately won't be able to take that 4th position. That's going to have to be given back there from Ben Smith. Ben Smith will have to lift off and give that position back, unfortunately, otherwise the position will be given to Dubdude for that one, as Tonkanon and Goldstar, not seen by me, has taken 1st, 2nd, Hayden in 3rd. Ben Smith will finish 5th in that one, which he does lift off, which is good from Ben Smith. Captain Colossus out of all of this comes 6th, but Glowing Gold takes the 7th place away from Clayjacks right at the end there. Clayjacks come in 8th, High Snipes in 9th. So a brilliant racing there. Kaiser comes home in 10th place. 11th will be Tequila in his Mini, and James H just behind in 12th, and Aaron in a lonely 13th place there. So must have had a bit of an issue right at the start of the race there from Aaron. We will be saving this replay. Glowing Gold pushed me wide a little bit, so yeah, we will be saving the replays. Any incidents that you want, just drop me a private message in Discord, and I will obviously look at the replays. But there's your final positions of the evening, and what a race that was in midfield. A fantastic fight there from the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th positions there. So great racing from all, and good respect from all the drivers on track when there was mistakes made. So we'll just save a screenshot of this. So 1st place, you've got Tonkanon. Goldstar 0.3 of a second behind. So Tonkanon did reel it in. It was a second. Tonkanon was ahead, so he reeled it in by 0.3, but battling Goldstar at the start. I think it was Hayden battling at the front there. Hayden was initially in 2nd place, so it held Goldstar for the win potentially there, but Hayden doing a great job there in 3rd place, taking that final podium spot. Dubdude coming home in 4th place, and Ben Smith in 5th place, and Ben went very wide on the last corner of the last lap there and did overtake Dubdude, but very respectively gave that position back to Dubdude. So good racing respect there from Ben Smith to realise what was going on there. So 5th place there from Ben. Captain Colossus with a Colossus battle with Clayjacks and Glowing Gold and High Snipes coming home in 6th place. Glowing Gold in 7th, Clayjacks 8th in the end. It was 6th for most of that race. High Snipes in 9th, Kaiser in 10th, Tequila in 11th, James H in 12th, and Aaron in 13th place. We will just save that replay. So going on to race 3. Now race 3 was supposed to be Brands Hatch, which we got rid of in the end, and we replaced it with Blue Moon Speedway B. And the reason for that was we had some great racing at Blue Moon Speedway B, and it was extremely close, where drivers were half a second separating like the top 6 or 7. It's such close racing there, so we had to throw Blue Moon Speedway B in there. And unfortunately Clayjacks, yes, Blue Moon, we are going to Blue Moon Speedway B, where the banking can cause issues into turn 1 if you are too high. So I suggest everyone into turn 1, try not to take it too high, because you will have your cars going all over the place. So, but we'll give you some good practice in that. So we will go to Blue Moon now. I believe I have saved the race results. I did screenshot them. Blue Moon Speedway B then. Where are you? There we are. Blue Moon Infield B. This is going to be a 10-lap race, and we will have mighty fine weather at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And today, this race will be the Super Pole. We will have a 20-minute qualifying session, and this will be the Super Pole, where everybody goes out for 10 minutes and sets your lap times. and then the final top 5 will be called out. So after 10 minutes, everyone will be called into the pit lane. And this will be the Super Pole session for everyone. I will give you a few more extra minutes at this circuit for qualifying for the practice while I write out this message. So bear with me, I'll just go on mute just for a second, just while I write this message out for everybody. So there we have it, messages have been sent out. Hopefully everyone understands the rules of Super Pole. So this will be the Super Pole session. We'll have a 20-minute session for everyone, but only the first 10 minutes of this 20-minute session, drivers can leave the pit lane and try and put in their best lap possible. Best lap possible. After that 10 minutes, everyone will be called into the pit lane. The top 5 of the session will then go through to the last 8 minutes of the session to try and better their lap times for the Super Pole. This is a trial, this is the first time we've done this, so hopefully we can get everyone within the rules and not have to call anyone off track when they shouldn't be on the track. So we'll give these guys a decent bit of practice around here to get used to everything, to get used to the track, to get used to the handling, adjust the gear ratios, because gear ratios play a big part in these minis. Obviously, the closer the gears, first, second and third, the closer the gear ratio, the better acceleration you'll get initially, but you'll have to lengthen those final drive gears to try and get some top speed around this long half Daytona-like circuit with this banked curve. This is effectively a fictional NASCAR circuit, but an oval circuit originally, which we have turned into a road circuit, which going into turn 1 you'll take the infield, and it's an extremely fast circuit, and there's only really 2 braking zones. That's this one here into turn 1 where Ben Smith's going into now. So we'll go into turn 1, slight dab on the brakes, and then flat out all the way to the last corner pretty much, and we should count the banking as the last corner. So second to last corner they'll go into the second. This is all flat out around here, so first corner is a braking corner, but then coming through here flat out through this right hander, going into this is the hardest braking point of the circuit, so Ben will go in here hard on the brakes, across the curbs, as much curb as you can take, missing the wall on the right, and then flat out to finish the lap off. So a very fast circuit with only really 2 braking points, and although this circuit is extremely wide and extremely fast, there is very limited chances to overtake around here. The only real overtaking opportunity is here into turn 1. as Kieser is going into turn 1 now. So this really is an overtaking opportunity here, and coming out of turn 1, if you can just nail it, you can get them out of turn 1 before the fast section into here now. So we'll keep an eye on this, because this is a real drag fest around here, and there'll be a lot of bump drafting around here. If drivers have a bit of racecraft around here, if a car is pulling away ahead of them, they can use each other to push each other down the straight to try and catch the pack ahead of them. So a 10-lap race is a long race, but it is only a 1-minute lap time. So it's going to be a 10-minute race still, just like the rest of the races we've just done tonight, but with a longer Superpole qualifying session. So, ladies and gents, if you can bear with me just 2 minutes, I'll pop myself on mute, grab myself a quick drinky, and then, I don't know what I just said there. Drinky's not a word. I'll grab myself a quick drink, and then I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, we are back. We have a driver that shouldn't be here. Sorry, apologies. So, qualifying will begin in 1 minute. So, 1 minute qualifying. 1 minute quali. Get all this information off the screen for you. There we go. And then we'll quickly put a message out. When drivers leave the pit lane, I will just make sure everyone understands it yet again. I love the sound of these cars when they're coming into the last corner there, going on the rumble strip on the brakes there. It's a wonderful sound of the Mini's tyres rubbing against the rumble strip there, hard on the brakes. And a great camera angle that is for the final corner there. As lap times have come in. Gold Stars made his mark already there in first place. Hayden there in second, glowing gold in third. So we are going to rock this Super Pole now and see how these drivers fare in this Super Pole session. So here we go then, starting the qualifying session. We will just make sure everyone else... Oh. Okay, so everyone out for 10 minutes only. We will keep an eye on this timer. Hopefully everyone will make it out the pit lane without any horrible pit glitches, which we have seen in the past. So, starting this 20-minute Super Pole, everyone is going to be desperate to get these laps in. As you can see, people slowing down, people speeding up. Everyone's going to be trying to find some clear air. This is a session you really do not want to be held up in. This is the session that's going to make or break the drivers, as we have drivers in the pit lane still, so hopefully we haven't got any issues. Colossus is out there. James H in a new livery, which we'll check out in a second. High Snipes is still in the pit lane, so hopefully High Snipes will leave soon. So we'll just check out this James H livery. So he's running the Monster Energy livery here with the bright green wheels and black background. This is a lovely livery as well, this Monster Energy one. So James H of ERN does all the liveries pretty much for everyone. We have Glowing Gold also makes liveries for drivers in these minis, so a big shout out to James H and Glowing Gold, who both do excellent liveries for us here at ERN and work overtime to get all these stickers on the car. So James H and Glowing Gold have been putting these Pro and Pro-Am stickers on the car for drivers. So some drivers are running with Glowing Gold's liveries, some drivers are running with James H liveries, and the drivers of ERN come forward to these two guys and they turn around their cars within 24 hours with their custom specs on them. So good to see someone like these guys in ERN really helping out the community here, so big respect to those guys. Aaron's still in the pit lane at the moment. He's got 7 minutes to put a lap in. So Aaron's still in the pit lane at the moment, but as we see the first guys, or everyone coming across the line, I will not be able to keep up with all of that, so we'll just let them settle in and set their lap times for now. But as it stands, we have Gold Star in first by 0.3 of a second from Captain Colossus, who's got a good lap in already. So Captain Colossus will be pleased with his first lap time there. Captain Colossus done a solid 1 minute 0.6 round here, and I have seen cars go round here in 59 seconds. So we do know that cars can go round in about 59 seconds round here. So I'm expecting someone to do a 59-second lap. So, but a 1 minute is a solid lap time straight away. Ben Smith does the ERN liveries too. I do apologise. So Ben Smith does the ERN liveries, and this guy here, Ben Smith. So yes, that is right. So Ben Smith is running with one of his liveries now. So this is an ERN livery. I do apologise. There are so many drivers in ERN that create such nice liveries for us. It's hard to keep up with who's who. So ERN, Ben Smith, another great livery designer here. Thank you for that, Captain Colossus. I appreciate you filling me with that one. That would have been embarrassing if I'd have missed out Ben Smith there. So big shout out to Ben Smith in his ERN Mini there, who has supplied everyone with an ERN livery. I think we've got 3 different ERN liveries which drivers can actually use now. So it's good to see everyone chipping in and giving everyone something to race to their taste and their liking. So but back to the action, we have Gold Star still leading the way, Tonkin on there in second place with a 1 minute 0.3. Captain Colossus still sitting there in third, Ben Smith in fourth, James H goes through with a 1 minute 0.2, Dub Dude in fifth, Hayden there in sixth place. So currently the top 5 in this session will go through to Super Pole, and everyone else from 6 downwards will be eliminated from the first 10 minutes of qualifying. So those top 5 are currently your Super Pole sitters. We have 5 minutes and 24 seconds left to keep this pace up for the guys behind. So Hayden just on the brink of missing out on Super Pole at the moment. Kaiser also just only a tenth off Hayden, so Kaiser needs to find 2 tenths to try and get himself into that Super Pole position and get himself out for the final few laps. Clayjack's there as well, extremely close, and this is what I was saying, the drivers like 0.018 slower than Kaiser, so not much to find there. James H doing a solid job there in 9th place. Tequila in 10th place. James H goes quicker. Now, James H is only 3/10 off of 5th place, and he's in 9th. And this is exactly what I was saying. So not far now off of that top 5 for James H. So good job there from James. So push a little bit harder and get himself up to that top 5. Tequila there in 10th place. Glowing Gold in 11th place is Dub Dude. Let's keep an eye on this top 5 here. Dub Dude has just been knocked out. So Kaiser goes top 5 now. So Dub Dude's just been knocked out and into the elimination zone. So Dub Dude has dropped down. Tequila does improve but goes 6th and needs to find 1/10 of a second in the final 4 minutes of qualifying if he wants to make Super Pole. So currently Gold Star Tonkanon, Captain Colossus Ben Smith and Kaiser are all moving through into the Super Pole with 4 minutes left of the session for these drivers before they have to return to the pit lane. So they will get another 4 laps in as Clayjack's there in 8th place. Aaron is in 12th place there with a 1 minute 5.3. So Aaron pushing hard to try and find some extra time there on Glowing Gold. Needs to find another 3 seconds to try and catch 11th place there. So Aaron pushing hard, trying to find his way around this extremely fast circuit there, running the number 7. Tonkanon then just improves his lap time but doesn't go any higher up. Hayden goes 3rd quickest, so Hayden pushes Kaiser now out of the top 5. So Clayjax goes quicker but doesn't quite make it. Tequila goes quicker but doesn't quite make it into the top 5. So Hayden puts in a solid lap there for top 3 and pushes Captain Colossus down to 4th, Ben Smith down to 5th. So the gap between 5th and 6th place now is only 0.186. So, and Aaron does a fantastic lap time there of a 102.8. He's still sitting in 12th, but that is a solid lap time there from Aaron with a 102. And that is only 2.5 seconds off of pole position. And that shows how close this is. So Aaron's doing a solid job there and a great lap time there from Aaron. So only 1 second to find now to get Aaron up near that top 5 position, as the positions in the top 5 haven't changed too much just yet, but they've got 2.5 minutes now, so have 2 laps to go for these drivers who are doing everything they can to find some slipstream, to find that extra 10th, but at the same time could potentially ruin a lap for the driver ahead, as Dub Dude now improves. But look at these lap times. Dub Dude has done a solid 1 minute flat but still can't get himself into that top 5, as he's only 0.011 of Kaiser, and Kaiser is only 0.1 off of Ben. So literally 1/10 of a second separating 5th to 7th, and 8th is only 2/10 of a second, as Aaron sets another fastest lap time there in 12th place. So Aaron now only 1.1 seconds off of Glowing Gold, as coming through. Some battling going on behind here. Couldn't quite see it in the end, as who we've got in the pit. Captain Colossus is risking it sitting in the pit lane at the moment, so Captain Colossus is not going to get any more lap times in, but Kaiser in 6th now. We'll keep an eye on Kaiser, see if he can improve, but he may have been barged out that lap. But we have 1 minute and 30 seconds left, so the drivers crossing the line now will have another lap remaining. Hayden goes quicker but stays 3rd, so Kaiser would now desperately try and find some extra time here, with Dub Dude sitting in 7th place, who is going to try and get some slipstream off of these guys ahead, who are battling hard to try and find. Tequila goes quicker with a 101.0 and moves himself up into 9th place. So good luck there from Tequila, but unfortunately for Dub Dude, this, like you said, it's going to hold him up a bit too much. Might just be able to get a bit of slipstream down the straight here, as Kaiser just behind him. So we'll keep an eye on Dub Dude, because he'll be the first one to cross the line, who could potentially take away the 5th place from Ben. He does hit the wall though, so I'm not sure that's going to be any good. But unless he can get a supreme slipstream down here, Dub Dude may be able to improve his lap time. He has got a really good slipstream though, as Ben Smith running out wide. They're just about to cross the line now, so what can Dub Dude do? Can he improve? Can he get that 5th place? Yes, he does! 5th place for Dub Dude, 0.0 with 20 seconds remaining, and pushes Ben Smith down. So these guys can finish this final lap now. So finish this lap. So finish this lap, and in the pits, once they've finished this lap, everyone has to return to the pit lane. So we have Dubdude in 5th. Ben Smith has dropped down now to 6th place and is probably going to miss out because he's not going to set a better lap going down the inside of Dubdude like this. So unfortunately Ben may miss out with an accident just ahead of him, and that has ruined Ben's lap. That is it for Ben. Ben will not improve. He's been held up, so everyone needs to return to the pits. So everyone needs to return to the pit lane, and whoever's finishing their laps off now can finish them off, as Tequila can finish this lap off. Tequila will round the last driver to finish, so we will put in chat, unless Tequila can prove, which he doesn't, we will then top 5 can go to track. Let's put this out here. Top 5 can now leave the track for the final 8 minutes of the session. That will be Gold Star, Tonkanon, Hayden, Captain Colossus and Dubdude. Tonkanon, Gold Star, Hayden, Captain Colossus and Dubdude can leave the circuit. Everybody else can remain in the pit lane. There we go, so we have the top 5 out. Hayden, Dubdude. So this is the Super Pole. We have 8 minutes now with these drivers. This has worked fairly well, so I'm pretty happy with this. So unfortunately, Ben Smith, Tequila, Kaiser Soze, Clay Jacks, James H, Glowing Gold, and Aaron unfortunately miss out on this qualifying Super Pole session. So here we go then. The top 5 of Blue Moon Speedway B are now going to complete, as they're all slowing down because they all want the slipstream. No one wants to give anybody else the slipstream here because Gold Star is only 0.1 seconds in pole position. Tonkanon is only 0.021 seconds faster than Hayden. Hayden's only 0.2 of a second faster than Captain, and Captain's only 1/10 faster than Dubdude. So the top 5 separated by half a second separated by the top 5. So everybody now on to start their Super Pole qualifying session, and extremely exciting even for the guys watching who didn't quite make the Super Bowl session. This will be good to watch for these guys to see what these can do, and if there are any more improvements, this gives the final top 5 a chance to improve their lap times just this tiny bit more. So current fastest lap is a 1:0.213 by Gold Star. Tonkanon following closely behind with a 1:0.3. So if there's a big enough slipstream in the race, I believe these guys will probably get 59-second lap times, as Tonkanon will cross the line now. I believe Tonkanon may be the first driver to see if he can improve his lap time. As Tonkanon crosses the line, doesn't improve. So the next across the line we have Hayden just in front with Gold Star, trying to get a bit of slipstream off of Hayden here. They've got a decent amount of time here. They've got 6 minutes here, so they've got another 6 laps to try and get a good lap time in here, as Hayden trying to break the toe. He knows Gold Star doesn't need any more of a toe, as no one improves just yet. Captain Colossus is going to cross the line now. Can Captain Colossus improve? Does not improve. So no one improves on this first flying lap here, as they've all pushed so hard in the first half of qualifying to the absolute max. I saw some pit stops going on there as well, changing of tyres and stuff, which was quite cool to see. Unfortunately, I missed out because I was typing at the time, but going across the final corner now through the banking will be Tonkanon here in second place, who needs to find that 0.136 of a second on Gold Star to make any impression of trying to put the pressure on pole position here and taking that extra point away. Can he do it? Can he improve? He does not improve. So all these lap times have potentially come through a slipstream from Q1. I say Q1, it's not Q1, is it? We can call it Q1. No, Q2. We'll call this Q. No, this is Q1, the next one is Q2. I'm getting confused. Here we go, but Hayden's got a lovely slipstream on Gold Star, who is pushing Gold Star down the straight. Hayden doesn't improve. No one improves here. The guys are sitting very close to each other. It's going across the line now. We've got Captain Colossus and Dub Dude not improving. So at the moment, very stalemate, and we've had nearly 4 minutes of this session gone. Well, as you can see in the background, the other minis are sitting there watching this to see if anyone can improve. But it just shows you how much of a slipstream, how much the slipstream is effective with the amount of cars on track. When you've got 13 cars on track, the slipstream is huge. If you're at the back of that pack, you're going to get a massive slipstream. But now the grid's spread out with only 5 drivers on the track, and they've spread themselves out nicely, especially with Tonkanon now crossing the line now, who doesn't improve. He's got no slipstream, so can he improve on that? I'm not sure that he can. So these two almost battling, I'm not sure will improve. Hayden is probably thinking if he can stay behind Goldstar, who's done a low 1 minute lap time, can improve his lap time. But at the moment, with these two going side by side, I'm not sure any more lap times are going to become possible. So this super pole may come down to a bit of a stalemate as we have 3 minutes 50 seconds left as Aaron's just left the room. I hope Aaron does return. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like anyone's going to really improve, especially Tonkanon out there on his own with no slipstream. I'm not sure he's really going to find that extra time, but there's only 2 braking zones, so it's really difficult. These things are a bit like go-karts, Clayjack said. They are. They're extremely fun to drive, especially with these. And oh, look at this Tonkanon goes fastest without the slipstream with a 1 minute point 1. Wow, that caught me by surprise. What a lap time there by Tonkanon. Absolutely brilliant. Tonkanon takes the pole position currently. I knew the super pole was here for a reason, and that's why. What a lap there from Tonkanon. Only literally 1/10 of a second separating. So not only did he need to find 1/10, he found 2/10 of a second and stuck it on pole position. But still, with just under 3 minutes left now, everyone's backing up trying to get some slipstream. But Tonkanon has proved you do not need the slipstream for a good lap. This slipstream only holds people up, but what a lap there from Tonkanon. Captain Colossus now looking down the inside and trying to figure out what to do next with only 2.5 minutes left of this session. If they can cross the line with 1 second left of the session, they still get to finish that last flying lap. But what a lap there from Tonkanon. Absolutely brilliant. Murray Dane, says James H. I'll take that as a compliment. But look at these 3. Now, who's going to blink first? Because they do not want to be battling side by side with only 2 minutes left. Someone needs to lift off and try and get another bit of slipstream. Sitting this close, I'm not sure is going to be the way to go. As in front of this pack, we have it's not Dub Dude, it's this man Goldstar. So they're all pushing Goldstar down the line. I'm not sure what the tactic is here, because look at this. I'm not sure. Oh, and we do have an improvement of Captain Colossus. It goes second place. Wow, that push down the straight really did help. Captain Colossus now goes in second place, only 0.061 off Tonkanon. Absolutely fantastic. This super pole is turning out to be absolutely epic, but Captain Colossus puts himself into second place. Goldstar now demoted from first to third in the space of 1.5 laps. Wow, absolutely brilliant. Tonkanon in first, Captain Colossus in second, Goldstar in third place, Hayden in fourth, and Dub Dude in fifth. Can these two improve? Can Hayden improve? Can Dub Dude improve? Can they get Goldstar on the line, as Goldstar's the one now getting slipstream with Dub Dude out in front with nothing to be had but a full face of wind? Can anyone improve with less than 58 seconds left now remaining? They're going to have this lap only. This is the final lap. These guys can improve. Captain Colossus, I should think, has had enough. Can anyone improve now going across the line? No one can improve. So this is the final lap for these guys to try and get into the top 3. This super pole has turned out to be an absolutely epic idea. I'm loving this. Absolutely loving this. So Goldstar now on the inside, and I'm not sure these are going to be faster laps, because it looks like these guys are just battling between each other now, but pushing Hayden all the way, as High Snipes unfortunately has left the room due to all the sweating of the commentator here, maybe shouting down the mic too much. But it is so exciting to watch this as Goldstar listen to that curbage curbage isn't a word either, but I'll use it. Such good curbage going into that corner. as Goldstar rounds the final corner now, coming across the line, and Tonkanon and Captain Colossus have set their fastest lap, and it looks like they're pulling in the pit lane. Yeah, I think Goldstar's given up the ghost. Everyone's given the ghost. Dubdude's still going for it, but that is going to be the end of the session, and Dubdude cannot improve. What a super pole session! What a super pole session! Tonkanon takes the pole position. Captain Colossus really doing an absolutely fantastic job to challenge Tonkanon there for P1. Just missing out by 0.061 seconds. Goldstar in third, Hayden fourth, and Dubdude takes the 5th place in the qualifying there. Absolutely brilliant qualifying session, that one. Really enjoyable. So, Tonkanon takes the pole for the first time tonight. So, Goldstar got the pole in race 1, Goldstar got the pole in race 2, Tonkanon got the pole in race 3. Wow. I need to pause for 2 seconds. I need a drink. That was incredible. Yep, that was some good driving there from Tonk. Captain done a solid job there. He'll be so happy with that one as well. We have lost a couple of drivers from this race, so we will be down to about 11 drivers, I think, for this race. But no matter, this is going to be a barnstorming race. As we can see, the slipstream plays a massive part. I know I keep mentioning the slipstream, but it is amazing in this race. Here we go. Captain Colossus warming his tyres up on the grid, swerving left and right, flashing the lights. Give us a flash, lads. Here we go. Let's get this race underway. If I can get rid of these names, here we go. Race 3 underway. Tonkanon with a good start, Colossus with a good start, but Goldstar again really struggling with his starts tonight. So Goldstar struggling again, but still holding on to that 3rd place just about here, as Ben Smith looking around the outside of everyone, going straight up to 4th place, as Colossus into 1st. So Colossus making that move. Let's just go back and see if we can see how that was done. I completely missed that, as I can't quite seem to save the replay, but Colossus taking the lead, but Tonkanon taking it straight back. So maybe I was looking at my keyboard too much. Maybe he didn't take the lead. But anyway, Tonkanon first, Captain Colossus second, Ben Smith third. Ben Smith doing a great job there, taking 3rd place away from Goldstar, who had an awful start, who has really struggled at the moment. As further back in the field, we have Tequila now, who's up to 7th place. Dubdude has dropped to 6th. Dubdude now dropping to 7th place, because Tequila has just taken down the inside of lap 1. Glowing gold there in 9th, Clay Jacks in 10th, James H in 11th, trying to stay tight in this slipstream with these guys here, but Tonkanon in 1st, being pressured highly by Captain Colossus, who's going to look around the outside of Tonkanon. Ben Smith pushing Captain Colossus through. Is he going to push him too hard though? He pushes him, sends Colossus a little bit leery, but they both get past Tonkanon, who drops to 3rd place. Ben Smith now up into 1st place. So Ben Smith goes from 5th to 1st, goes from 6th to 1st, sorry, goes from 5th to 1st, all the way to the front. Absolutely brilliant first lap from there from Ben Smith. So making his mark. Obviously Ben missed out on that super pole, now wants to show everyone what he could have done in this race. As Tonkanon now taking 1st place away from these guys, all battling down the grid, trying to get any form of camera angles here. It's not letting me get any camera angles whatsoever, so sorry about this, but I'm not sure what's going on, but my camera angles have completely broken here. I cannot get any replays, I cannot get anything going whatsoever, so I'm unsure what's going on here. All I can give you is the live action. My replays are not showing, my onboard camera shots are not showing. Unsure what's going on here, but we'll carry on anyway, all the same, as Goldstar taking the lead. Tonkanon 2nd here, so Goldstar coming back through the field now, as all getting up on the curves there, as we look further down the field for any more action going on. Through Kaiser up into 8th place now, so Kaiser in 8th place, battling, trying to find some time on Dubdude and Clayjacks. He's holding on really well with these guys. Tequila has dropped from 6th to 9th, so Tequila had a bit of an issue there going into that 3rd lap, as James H up into 10th, and Glowing Gold having a bit of an issue here, as my keyboard really isn't working for some reason, and I think I might know why. Here we go. Apologies everyone, we got the keyboard up and running, so let's have a look behind us. Here we go, we've got the keyboard back. So we've got Tonkin on here in second place, being pressured highly by Captain Colossus, who's going to be looking down the inside. Captain Colossus looking for the inside now. He's going to be taking this lead. They're going to be taking second place off Tonkin, but as these two battle banging door to door, Tonkin goes sideways and doesn't quite take the position away from Tonkin as he holds it on really well. But all the time, Goldstar is now 0.6 of a second away in the lead, just behind Hayden now, fighting Captain Colossus for third place in that final podium spot. So a great save there from Tonkin going sideways, but holding on to it extremely well and keeping that second place as no overtaking opportunities present themselves into the second to last corner here. Dubdude in 7th place, Tequila 8th, Kaiser in 9th place. Glowing Gold has moved himself up into 10th past James H, who's looking to keep the slipstream of Glowing Gold. Hopefully Glowing Gold can pull James H along to try and catch up to the back of Kaiser. We are on lap 4 of 10. We're approaching lap 5 now, but Tonkin making some inroads on Goldstar. So much so, he's going to look round the outside of turn 1. They're banging wheels. This is a championship battle between these two right here of race 3 of the evening. And these two, I said at race 1, these two will be having it out all night long. Goldstar still holding on to that first position with I'm coughing, with Tonkin on right behind in that number 45 Mini. He's looking every single corner he can, but can't quite find the pace. Any of these corners, this doesn't present itself here. There's no overtaking opportunities into here unless you want a big accident. As grazing the wall, Goldstar spraying the sparks up. Desperately feeling the pressure from Tonkin on here. Captain Colossus now pulling an 0.8 of a second gap on Hayden, so Hayden will not be benefiting from any too much slipstream now, as Hayden pulls a 1 second gap on Ben Smith. As just behind Ben Smith we have Clayjax, who's got a huge overspeed. Now Clayjax looking around the outside. Clayjax does not like this high line going into turn 1, so he'll want to get down to the inside, which he does, as you can see Clayjax does now. Clayjax moves to the inside and his car swerves all over the place, but Ben Smith now hitting the grass. Ben Smith looked to the inside as a bit of a... We blame the curb there for that one. We blame the undulation of the banking and moving back onto the flat surface, because that can cause havoc with these cars. I was looking for an opportunistic move down the inside of the third to last corner here. They're going to go side by side into the corner where I said you can't overtake. This is going to be tricky. Someone's going to come off worse here. Someone's going to hit the barrier here. Oh, what racing. Absolutely brilliant. No one hits the wall as Colossus hits the wall, loses the 0.8 of a second gap he had on Hayden. Hayden now moves himself into third place, and Captain Colossus now finds himself with a front face full of Hayden rear, so he's definitely going to be trying to get that position back. Colossus is really wanting a top 3 finish here of the evening, as he's now looking to push Hayden onto. So a bit of racecraft goes on there from Captain Colossus, who doesn't quite make his move because Colossus knows that just behind him he has Clayjax pushing very fast, and if these two keep battling they're going to lose even more position. But Captain can't hang around too long. He's looking for the inside here, so Captain now looking to the inside and thinking, I can't sit behind you for too long because Clayjax is going to be on our bum quicker than you could think, mate. So Hayden now side by side with Captain Colossus, and this all the time this is going to be losing them time. So the guys behind Colossus is going to go for it though on the inside. He doesn't. He thinks better of it. Good racecraft there from Colossus and stays in 4th. Clayjax here in 5th place, running onto the Armco and losing 2 positions to Ben Smith and Dubdude. So Ben Smith now moves himself up into 5th place, with Dubdude holding on solid there in 6th place. I do love this livery here from Dubdude, this Microsoft Windows livery. As in front you can see this battle in front here. Goldstar is just pulling away slightly, nearly I was about to say 10 seconds, nearly 0.3 of a second here, as these two still battling it out, and Colossus goes very wide, nearly losing the back end of his Mini there, but holding on to it well. So Colossus still battling there, and I think with these guys battling behind they'll be okay. Hayden and Captain Colossus can battle hard now and not worry about losing any positions behind, because these guys have got their own battle on to deal with themselves, as Clayjax is in 7th. Tequila here in 8th position, as further back we have Kaiser with a 3/10 of a second slowdown penalty in 9th place. Glowing Gold is in 10th place, where James, I can't see any James anymore, so we're down to 10 drivers now, unfortunately. We lost 3 drivers in this evening, so hopefully they'll be back for the next race, but we do only have 10 drivers left, which is a shame, but still the battling on the track between the two up the front. Gold Star now starting his 9th and penultimate lap with Tonkanon right beside him, breezing around the outside of Gold Star as Tonkanon takes the first position away yet again, but still, as I said before, it's such a tricky circuit to overtake on as the cutback presents himself to Tonkanon, who will take the position away. Gold Star will tuck in back behind him into this fast section here. As you see, Gold Star will suddenly tuck behind him. There he is in this mean black livery of Gold Stars in the number 701. Looking to the outside, surely he won't overtake around the outside there as Tonkanon hits the wall. Tonkanon making a rare mistake there. So Tonkanon making a very rare mistake with Hayden and Captain Colossus only now 1 point. They were 2 seconds behind. Now it's only 1.6. Now it's only 1.5. 1.4 seconds. So now Hayden and Captain Colossus have potentially got a chance, but there is only 1 lap left with Gold Star trying to break the toe behind of Tonkanon, but now 1.3 seconds behind. These two battling out themselves. This is the final lap, so there's no time to now try and catch these two at the front. Hayden and Captain Colossus have got a battle of their own. As further behind, this race is coming in two-car battles here. We've got Clay Jackson, Ben Smith. We've got Gold Star and Tonkanon, Captain Colossus, Hayden. We've got Tequila and Dubdude, who's Dubdude's moved down to 8th position. But let's go back to the front here because we've got Gold Star and Tonkanon side by side for the final lap, coming into the final few corners here. They're side by side. This is a corner where I said it's going to be tricky to overtake side by side. This will be the first one we see. Who's going to be the last one to break here? It's going to be Tonkanon getting a really good line through there. But can Gold Star get anything on the inside, which he's going to? I think Gold Star's going to have the inside line coming around the final corner. Tonkanon's going to have to cut inside somehow, try and get the toe, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Gold Star could potentially take this race win away from Tonkanon. There's a bit of weaving there from Gold Star. Who's going to take the race win? Is it going to be Gold Star? Is it going to be Tonkanon? They're coming through to the line now. It's going to be a dead heat. Gold Star takes the win with Hayden coming home in 3rd place. Captain Colossus in 4th. Clayjax with a great 5th place. Ben Smith in 6th. Tequila in 7th. Dubdude in 8th. Glowing Gold 9th. And Kaiser in 10th place, coming through to take the last place points. What a race. Every race tonight has been so good. Amazing. Wow, I'm actually speechless. Tonight's racing has been brilliant. It's a shame there's only 10 drivers left in this race because there's still space for 5 drivers. We lost 3. Hopefully they'll be back for race 4. Going back to the race results now. So we'll take a screenshot of this. So I've got these ready for the points situation. So Gold Star wins the race by the tightest margin we've seen tonight. I thought race 1 would be the closest race finish we've seen, but tonight race 3 so far has been the closest race finish. Look at that gap, ladies and gentlemen, 0.012. That is less than a blink of an eye. Incredible. Gold Star takes the win ahead of Tonkanon in 2nd place. Hayden, with a fantastic, epic battle with Captain Colossus, takes home the final podium spot in 3rd place. Captain Colossus, with a great battle there in 4th. Clayjax and Ben Smith having brilliant racing themselves in 5th and 6th place. Tequila in 7th place. Dubdude in 8th place. He'll be disappointed with that, considering he started 5th on the grid. He would want to have made a better impact from that position on the grid. Glowing Gold in 9th place. Kaiser in 10th place. James H in 11th place. And to the 2 drivers that didn't compete in that race will still score the final last place points. Wow, what a race. Race 4 we're on to now. Make sure you save those replays. Make sure you save the race results. We will get race 4 up and running any moment now. We are past the 9:30 mark, so we're doing good for time. I'll just get up the 3rd race of the evening, which I cannot remember for the life of me which it is. Race 3, I believe. Race 4, not race 3. We're going back in time. Race 4 tonight is Sardegna. And that's also a 10-lap race. So Sardegna, I know a few drivers have quite enjoyed this circuit. No points for me. I DNF'd. That's not a problem. You'll still get some points for that. It's not a problem. You completed a few laps. but we're going to Sardegna now. So Sardegna is also a 10-lap race. What did you think of that Super Pole qualifying, ladies and gentlemen? I actually really, I quite enjoyed that one, actually. Sardegna, which Sardegna is it? Road Track C we're on. I actually really enjoyed the Super Pole. I thought that spiced it up something rotten, that did. I wasn't expecting such an impressive Super Pole session. That was quite something. So I'll definitely be introducing that into the next event we do, potentially. We will see from here on in. So race 4 tonight is going to be another 10-lap race. Captain Colossus saying he loved that Super Pole for obvious reasons. I tell you what, Captain, it's not just me. I think everyone, even the guys in the pit lane who were watching that, enjoyed the Super Pole. It's definitely something that can be brought into future streams from now on, because that was really, really interesting and really fun to watch. So yeah, a great effort there. So here we go, Sardegna Road Track C. We've got to have a 10-lap race round here tonight, and we are having regular qualifying sessions tonight. Now, from now on, we're no more Super Pole. Unfortunately, no more Super Pole. We don't have time for another Super Pole session, so we're going to have just that one tonight. And we'll have a chat in Discord as to what you guys thought about all of that, and how it was presented, and how it was done, and how it was run. And hopefully you all enjoyed it. So, going on to practice, we'll give these guys a 5-minute heads-up practice for this one. So we'll put down here 5 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes. To qualifying. As these guys have had quite a few laps around here. They do know this circuit. So get out on track. There's 10 drivers left. Let's try and keep these 10 drivers in the lobby for the remainder of the night. I would love to see a double digits lobby still. It's time for a baby Guinness, says Leo. Yes, I'm having a Strongbow myself. I shouldn't be, but it does definitely help me with the commentary. Definitely spices things up, let's say. So a Guinness will certainly spice up your life on track there. So get that Guinness down you and get those lap times in, because I'm sure it will help you get a bit of extra power through these minis. Again, if anyone watching this hasn't raced these minis, we are racing with the BOP switched off. BOP is the balance of power. The balance of power is switched off. This means that the cars can have maximum power output. It effectively means if you went to a garage and got your Mini stage tuned 3, they would do it and you would find an almighty amount of power in the back of your Mini. And not just to add to that as well, they're allowed to race with super soft slick tyres on, so they have all the grip, they have all the power and all the confidence in these cars to just chuck them round. Because with the BOP switched on, these minis are fantastic to drive, but they just lack that extra oomph, which is what I wanted to impose here on eSports Racing Network. And with that extra power, these guys absolutely love these minis. So it's good to see these mini grids filling up. Unfortunately, we've had a few dropouts tonight, but the next event, for those that are watching, we have an event straight away next week on Friday, so only 7 days from now. We have a GR2 fixed setup with the BOP switched on this time. We have an event, again, it's going to be a 5-race event. We have a grid already of 13 drivers, I think potentially 14 drivers already, so we only have one space left in that one, so it's already a full grid pretty much. We're going to have, as I say, it's going to be fixed setup, and what that means is that drivers will not be allowed to adjust setups whatsoever. They'll be locked to a setup, so everyone is going to be on the same playing field. No setup changes. You can't do anything to the car. All they're allowed are the super soft tyres, and they have to go on track. So it's all about the driver. It's nothing to do with setup. So it's going to be really close. We've got some good tracks lined up for these cars. It's a one-car make as well. We're using the Motul Ortec GTR, which is a brilliant car. And we've got the Le Mans 24-hour track, which is featured in that championship next Friday. So join us at the same time at 7:30 next week on a Friday for that particular event, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. I've never commentated on the GR2 cars before. They're going to be pretty much the same as GR3s, just with a bit more downforce, a bit more grip, a bit more power, a bit more this, a bit more that. and they do look very nice. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of liveries drivers can bring out for these. I'll certainly be looking out for James H to see what livery he can bring out for us in that event. So, speaking of James H, in his Scooby-Doo livery, we have 11 drivers back in. So James H makes his way back in. Good to see you here, James H. Thank you for joining us again, my friend. I do appreciate it. Every car on the grid is a big thumbs up from me. So thank you for coming back. I do appreciate it. Tonkanon. Has Tonkanon changed his livery there? No, he hasn't. No, it's just me being me. Captain Colossus in his shiny Mini. With his learner badge on the front, number 17. So number 17, if you guys don't know, so number 17, Captain Colossus, that was his, my brother used to race properly. He used to race karting with me. We used to travel around quite a lot around the circuits. We used to race 100cc TKM karts, and this was my brother's first ever racing number outdoors, number 17. And it's great to see, after decades of racing, he still runs the number 17 on his car. So that is the reason, if you ladies and gentlemen out there are wondering why Captain Colossus runs number 17, that is why he runs number 17. That was his first ever race number as a kid in the good old days, as Captain said, in the TKM. And my brother was the champion of the notorious, famous, worldwide known circuit called Nut Hampstead, and this circuit was huge. It had about, I think it had about 35 corners. It was huge. It took like 5 minutes to get round. He was the champion of this circuit called Nut Hampstead. Absolutely brilliant, fantastic driver there, my brother, back in the day, and only one I could wish to be like when I was a kid. So as he's ghosting his car again, so I'm sure he's going to say something else. So yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, I lie, it wasn't 35, it was 3 corners, but still. So yeah, Captain Colossus number 17 there, running from the old school teenage days back when we were racing. So it's lovely to see that. So we will get on with the qualifying now. So as I've been chatting away, not keeping an eye on the time, reminiscing in the old days, and I completely forgot about qualifying. So we'll get qualifying going in 30 seconds time. Just give these guys a little bit of a heads up. Okay, so here we go then. So apologies for race 3, by the way. I couldn't bring you any replays or anything. I realised I had the caps lock button on my keyboard switched on, which took away all my replay options. So just heads up for those you that watch replays with keyboards, make sure your caps lock is switched off, otherwise you cannot get any replays, and that will be why. So we're starting qualifying now for race 4 of this evening with a 10-lap race round Sardegna Road Track C. So here we go then, as I had a quick swig of my drink, as that's probably why you realised where I'd gone. But here we are, qualifying again. Oh my goodness, look at all this lot. Look. We got cars, we're trying to warm tyres up. We got like 8 cars all in a row going out together. I've never understood as to why so many cars go out together like this. It's a strange one to see, I must admit. I've never known a qualifying session like it. Obviously, everyone here, everyone watching, everyone even racing in this lobby is used to Formula 1 or any form of real qualifying. This Gold Star makes a rare mistake going off and loses position. Everyone watching regular qualifying sessions knows that space has to be given. It doesn't bother me. I mean, if these drivers find it easier to follow other drivers for a fast lap, that's absolutely fine. But me myself, being a racing driver, in real life and watching sim racing a lot and doing a lot of sim racing, I've always found it easier to leave myself a gap and not have anyone in front of me or behind me to concentrate, so I can really get my head down. And even in GT Sport, when I qualify, I find that's an easy way for me. But some drivers do like to follow other drivers because they have a line of vision as to where they should be braking and turning, which can help some drivers, which I understand. So everyone has their own preferences. There's no right or wrong way, as long as the driver behind following doesn't lose the braking zone and hit the driver ahead into these into the qualifying laps. As we see Clayjack's going very wide there. And if you've noticed today, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't really mentioned Pro and Pro-Am drivers tonight. We do have a Pro and Pro-Am category tonight, which I will work out towards the end of the evening. But as we've had a few dropout drivers, we've had a couple of drivers drop out, it's very difficult to bring you up-to-date standings with Pro and Pro-Am categories, especially with such the close racing. So I will update all this on Discord later on tonight. So lap 1 qualifying, Glowing Gold will set the lap time tonight and goes across with a 105.0. Clayjack's 107.8. Hayden goes quickest with a 104. Kaiser goes 105.5. Dubdude 105.3 there for Dubdude. So puts him into third place. A 104 for Goldstar. Tonkanon does a 104.0, 4 tenths, 3 tenths quicker. Captain Colossus 105.2. Tequila, he's not got hiccups. Tequila 109.2 and Ben Smith 107.9. Hi Snipes has joined the room. Good to see you here. Hi Snipes. Unfortunately, the qualifying has just got going. Hi Snipes. So the race will be missed, unfortunately, as we take a big off there from Hayden. Qualifying is halfway through, so I cannot restart the qualifying. There was plenty of time to join the lobby beforehand, so apologies for that, but you can join on the final race of the evening. So Tonkanon currently leading with a 3/10 gap here as the Repsol car Mini goes wide. Tonkanon trying to better his lap time. Captain Colossus there in 5th place. Good job there from Captain. Great job there from Glowing Gold and Hayden in 2nd and 4th. Clayjack's there setting a 105.3 to stay in 7th place. Crossing the line, Goldstar edging his way closer to Tonkanon, only 4 tenths of a second now from Tonkanon, who's just bettered his lap time with a 103.7. Tequila setting a great lap time there. Ben Smith also the good lap time with a 104.6. And Tequila now into 4th place with a 104.6, only 0.009. Ben Smith needs to find to catch Tequila here, so super close. Halfway through the qualifying session now with only 5 minutes left of this session, as Tonkanon currently holding pole position for race 4, but with still 5 minutes remaining, anything can happen, as we've seen in the last qualifying session, which is the highlight of my ERN career, watching that one. Your Wi-Fi died. I'm so sorry about that. Hi Snipes. I didn't realise your Wi-Fi had died, otherwise I would have waited for you. I do apologise. What time? Yeah, we're nearly 10 o'clock, so I cannot restart this qualifying. I do apologise, Hi Snipes, I really, really do. Running on a bit of a schedule here, so I have to keep to it. In the meantime, we have Captain Colossus setting a faster lap time. Ben Smith and Hayden all setting faster lap times. Goldstar is into 2nd place, who's been in 2nd place this whole time, but only 1/10 of a second off Tonkanon. These drivers will still have a decent 4 to 5 laps if they can get across the line now. 5 laps to get another lap in. Hi Snipes, please join us for the final race. It's going to be Monza with no chicane, so it's going to be an absolute slipstream fest. So if you join us for the last race, that'll be great to see you in that race with us. We've got a Guinness car out there. We've not seen the Guinness car. Where is that Guinness car? I want to see that. There it is, look. Kaiser in his Guinness. In his Guinness car. Obviously he's swigged back a pint of Guinness, chucked his Guinness livery on and given him some firepower. He's in 10th at the moment. Can he improve on his lap time now? Let's see if he can improve, as those grid positions are giving away a very false sense of security of where the start and finish line is, but it was obviously way further back. Tequila going quicker there with a 104.4, so Kaiser in his Guinness car is only 1.7 seconds off of the pole position, so the top 10 separated by only 1.7 seconds, which in these minis is not a lot of time to be found at all, but in the same context it's actually very difficult to find, as he goes very wide and is going to come in front Dub Dude, but just leaves him enough room. As going back to Tonkanon, who is rounding the final corners now. Who's that about to cross the line? That is Clayjack's about to cross the line now, who's currently in 6th place. 0.5 of a second off of Tequila in 5th place. He's got 3 minutes and 12 seconds to get across the line to set 3 more laps, and he does set a quicker lap time but doesn't move up the leaderboard, stays there in 6th place. Goldstar now crosses the line, doesn't improve. Dubdo crosses the line and does improve, but stays 7th place. Meanwhile, we haven't seen Captain Colossus yet, who's sitting in 8th place, only 1.2 seconds off of the pole. So Colossus with a full lock of left there, round the final corner, coming round to set this lap time. He may be setting himself up now. He's got a clear track ahead of him, he's got a clear track behind him. He can get his head down and try and find 0.3 of a second on Dubdo just ahead of him, who is only a 10th ahead of Clayjack. So if he can find that 0.3, he could move himself up 2 or 3 places here. So Colossus coming into turn 1 now, looking nice and smooth, running very wide though. A lot of speed into turn 1 there for Colossus, who can still set himself up for another lap. So if he can get round for another lap now, he can still set himself up for another flying lap. So we'll keep an eye on Captain to see if he can improve at all. As coming across the line, we have someone in front of Tonkanon who doesn't improve. Tonkanon, can he improve another time? Goldstar only 1/10 of a second behind now. So Tonkanon crossed the line and doesn't improve. Goldstar doesn't improve. Hayden coming across the line now to try and find 2 dents on Goldstar, which is an almighty challenge against a driver of that calibre. Ben Smith, here we go. We've not seen Ben Smith in this session yet, so we'll have a look at Ben Smith, see if he can improve on his lap time to try and get himself into that top 3. Less than 1/10 of a second Ben Smith needs to find, and we know Ben Smith is really good off the line, so if he can just get into 3rd place, he's got a potential 1st place into turn 1, because we know Goldstar is quite slow getting off the start line. So for Goldstar, it's important he qualifies as high as he can, because at the moment, as Ben's given us a little flash of the lights, as I'm giving you a virtual wave here, Ben, we know you're on camera. Give us a flash of those lights. And Ben trying to find his way around. We'll stay with Ben for the rest of this lap as Clayjack sets a 104.6 and goes into 6th place for Clayjack. So an improvement there from Clayjack's. Goldstar sets a quicker lap time, but still can't take pole away with 47 seconds left. Glowing Gold now in 5th place, sets quicker lap time, and Tequila goes 4th quickest with that lap time. So Tequila moves into 4th as Ben Smith crossing the line now is going to hopefully improve on his lap time, which he doesn't do. So only 0.074 seconds now separating 1st and 2nd place. So Tonkanon's feeling a bit of pressure here to try and get that extra point as he goes wide and will not improve, and that will be the end of Tonkanon's qualifying session. So now it's up to Goldstar. Goldstar now has a chance because Tonkanon has fallen off the track and will not improve. So Goldstar has 1 chance now. This is his final corner he needs to make. He needs to hit this perfectly to try and take this pole position away from Tonkanon. He's rounding the final corner, gets a good exit, nice and tight. Doesn't need to use all the track on the right hand side there as Goldstar crosses the line now. Can he improve? No, he doesn't improve and stays in 2nd place. Hayden then rounding turning starting 3rd place, will not improve on his lap time. Tequila will start 4th unless anyone else behind can improve, which I'm not sure anyone can. That looks like the end of the session with final drivers crossing the line now. As see if we can pick up the last driver here. That was Ben Smith, who doesn't improve that time round. So that's your grid. Tonkanon takes that pole position and takes the point for that pole. So Tonkanon with that pole. So it's 2-2 at the front. We have Goldstar, who's had 2 pole positions tonight, and Tonkanon with 2 pole positions tonight. And that's a point apiece for each of those drivers. So Tonkanon in 1st, Goldstar in 2nd place, Hayden in 3rd, Tequila 4th, Ben Smith 5th, Glowing Gold 6th, Clay Jackson 7th, Dubdude in 8th, Captain Colossus in a lonely 9th place there, will not be happy with that, Kaiser in 10th place, James H in 11th place. So coming on to the penultimate race of the evening here at Sardegna Road Track C. How will this one fare with 10 drivers on the grid? James H not making the grid this time round. Take the overlays off. Good luck, says Ben Smith. Good luck to Ben Smith and good luck to everybody else on the circuit. Let's see how Goldstar can get off the line this time. Is he going to make a slow start? Let's quickly jump on board. Look at this slow start. Look at this. Just can't quite nail it. But look, who's that? That's Tequila coming through the pack there. So Tequila going straight through into second place there on the grid. So he goes from fourth to second as we've got 4 abreast back here. Look at this. 4 minis abreast. This is incredible stuff. Is anyone going to make it 5 wide? It's 5. It's 6 wide. Someone will come off here. Goldstar's been shoved down to 9th place as I can't quite see exactly what's happening. Captain Colossus on the gravel, being pushed on the gravel there. As in the lead, Tonkanon, massive lead already with these guys going so many abreast. And Clayjack's in 3rd, Tequila in 4th. There's so much action going on. I can't quite see who to concentrate on, but Tonkanon in the lead now. Hayden in 2nd, Clayjack's 3rd, Tequila 4th. Ben Smith, who we are looking at now, is in 5th place. Started 5th, stays 5th. Now pressure in Tequila, looking for the inside of the final corner. Doesn't quite make it. Dubdude looking down the inside of Ben Smith. Dives down the inside of Ben Smith there as Goldstar also taking that position away. But on board with Ben Smith as Dubdude flies down the inside and takes that position away of Ben Smith. Ben Smith now finds himself in 7th place with pressure from Captain Colossus and Glowing Gold just behind. Into turn 1 we go with Tonkanon with a 1.9 second lead. Clay Jackson Hayden at it for 2nd and 3rd place. Tequila having a great start there up to 2nd, who's now suffering with a half a second penalty. They're in 4th place. Goldstar has moved himself from 9th up to 5th, so making some inroads on the drivers ahead now. So Goldstar will desperately be trying to get his way back up to the top 3 spot. Dubdude there in 6th place, pushing Goldstar hard for that 5th place. Goldstar looking down the inside of a tricky corner. Very brave move there from Goldstar, who is going to have the outside line, but Tequila now ghosting because he's got that penalty. And Dubdude looking down the inside of these 3 now. Goldstar's not going to have it that easy because these drivers will desperately want to try and get past Goldstar. They're now going to go 3 wide into turn 1, and this is anybody's game as Dubdude is getting sandwiched in the middle there of these guys. As just behind we have Ben Smith, who's going to be taking advantage of these. If these 3 come together, Ben Smith will be taking all 3 of these cars here, but Goldstar just making his way through there into 4th place. Dubdude into 5th, and Tequila drops down to 6th place there. Ben Smith having a great view of this battle here. Captain Colossus on the back of that pack in 9th with the Guinness following in 10th place of Kaiser. But in the lead of a 3.2 second lead from Tonkanon, absolutely owning this race at the moment. And all he needs to do is keep it on track, and this could be a solid win for Tonkanon if he can just keep it there in 1st place. It's down the inside, Goldstar making a great move there on Clayjax. So Goldstar pushing hard, but Clayjax is going to have the cutback on Goldstar, but Goldstar just having a better drive out the final corner there. And a bit of slipstream here from Clayjax. He can get Goldstar straight back again, but he's pushing him, giving a bit of a bump draft there from, as you can see on board now, we're on the bumper cam of Goldstar looking back of these minis as Dubdude goes down the inside of Clayjax, pushing his way past in that Windows Media car. And we'll stay on board with Goldstar here because you can see all the action behind with Dubdude there in 4th. And we've got Tequila, Clayjax and Ben Smith side by side, which we'll go to now, as in the middle of all that melee is Clayjax, who's been pushed down, and on the side, on the walls there, was Tequila. And unfortunately, Tequila has lost out big time because of that one. He's gone wide, he's hit the wall over the grass and gone from 4th down to 8th, potentially 9th place now. So unfortunately there for Tequila, he's down to 9th place, as we said previously. As Ben Smith going very wide there, unsure, I'm nearly in the pit lane there for Ben Smith, as Ben Smith just gets a bit of a nudge there from Glowing Gold, goes extremely wide. nearly in the pit lane there for Ben Smith. Look at this, just missing that wall. And back onto the main straight we go, into turn 1. Tonkanon and Hayden has just lost a position to Gold Star there. Clayjack's in 4th. And this battle, I don't know where to look. We're going to stay with this battle here, and we're going to go on board with Clayjacks here just to see how effective this slipstream can be. As you can see, that mini of Ben Smith pulling up close behind as all these drivers trying to find the grip, as Clayjacks goes very wide. It's going to give him a really bad run down to this final corner here, as Ben Smith's going to be looking on the inside. Look how close Ben Smith is. We can literally see the whites of his eyes through that visor there, as Ben Smith is going to be looking to the outside line now of Clayjacks, as Ben Smith gets a little tap off Captain Colossus. Gold Star as Glowing Gold looking to the inside of Captain Colossus, but Colossus is starting to make his way through the pack now. And these drivers line astern all the way from 4th to 9th place. So anyone's game, this one, as Gold Star and Hayden are battling it out, as Hayden hasn't given it up. Hayden's really pushing Gold Star hard here. So Gold Star's got his work cut out for him if he wants to keep Hayden behind, as everyone's still relatively the same positions here. But this battle between Gold Star and Hayden spicing up on lap 6 here. It's Hayden getting a good slipstream, and going down the hill now is where Hayden can attack. He can potentially try the inside line, but we know how good Gold Star is at defending, as Gold Star will look to defend that inside line, which he does, pull to the inside, as Hayden forced to the outside into the final corner here. Can he make it stick? Hayden's going to be early on the brakes to try and get that cutback, as it's very difficult to get the cutback on Gold Star here because he carries so much speed through the corner. And Hayden now desperately trying to take that second place away, but out in front with a 5.6 second lead, we have Tonkanon all alone on lap 7 in this Peters Netherlands Mini here, and doing a fantastic job out there in front. Tonkanon. Gold Star remaining in second place. Clayjacks pulling a bit of a gap now, nearly a second gap on Captain Colossus, who is up to 5th place. So Captain Colossus now in 5th, Dubdude up to 6th, Ben Smith in 7th place. We're going to ride on board now with Dubdude, with Ben Smith. As I ride on board, he's gone to the inside of the fast downhill section. Dubdude's been pushed back to 7th place. A great move there from Ben Smith down the inside. So Ben Smith now pushing to try and catch Captain Colossus, is just behind Tequila, is eyeing these two up to get them 2 positions back. Tequila in the Pro-Am category here, and looking to take these drivers. James H for just spectate. Thank you for your kind comments. No problem, James. Thanks for joining us. I do appreciate it, mate. If you do feel like dropping into the Monza race, do so. That's not a problem. But if you want to spectate, absolutely fine. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it, mate. Gold Star and Clayjacks. Oh, hang on a minute. So these two must have come together, because Clayjacks is now up to 3rd place with Hayden in 4th. So Clayjacks making a real comeback here. So Hayden and Gold Star must have had a coming together somewhere, because the whole pack has just caught these up now. And Clayjacks finding himself in 3rd position, fighting the defence of Hayden, but attacking Gold Star, who's got a great run on Gold Star actually. Can he make a move going into the final corner here of Gold Star? He looks to the inside, he makes the inside work. It's very tight. He's going to get some. No, he's made it. Gold Star goes extremely wide, but in the background, Captain Colossus has made his way up to 4th place with only 2 laps remaining, going past the line here now, as we have a driver going very wide with the Guinness car and Glowing Gold going extremely wide there. But what a turnaround. This has been Clayjacks is now up to 2nd place. So great race there, Clayjacks. He's got some real hard defending to do now if he wants to keep Gold Star behind him, as Gold Star is going to be very aggressive on the outside. I'm not sure that's going to work though, because Captain Colossus is now right there and showing his mean and showing his muscles against Gold Star, as Gold Star and Captain Colossus is now, and there's a bit of weaving and dodging going on down there from Captain Colossus. That was tricky, but he just gets pushed out wide there. Unfortunately, Captain Colossus lost a position there, so I'm unsure. I think that was Hayden behind, who's just, yeah. Oh, I think Captain Colossus just went a little bit too deep, unfortunately, and lost the front end grip. So Colossus finds himself back down to 6th place. 7th place now for Captain Colossus, but Clayjax holding on to 2nd place from Goldstar, approaching the final lap as out front. 10 seconds! 10 seconds out front is Tonkanon, as we concentrate on Clayjax and Goldstar here for the final. This isn't the final podium place, this is for podium places. This is 2nd place for Goldstar at the moment, who's done down the inside on the final lap. But Clayjax will not want to leave it there. He'll desperately want to try and get back that from Goldstar. As let's ride on board with Goldstar for this final few corners and see where Clayjax can gain, if at all, on him. But Hayden lurking in the background, the back of Clayjax as well. So Clayjax has got defending to think about as well as attacking on this final lap. As a good line there from Clayjax and using all the curve possible. But Hayden in the background, as in the background we have a car getting very squirmish. That was Ben Smith, but in the meantime we have these three battling for the final corner on the final lap of the race. We have Goldstar in 2nd. This is for the final podium position. We have a move from Clayjax. Tonkanon's going to come through to win the race, but Clayjax makes the move. He actually does the move. That was a great move there from Clayjax. Absolutely sent it. Clayjax going to take 2nd place away from Goldstar. What a race there from these three. Clayjax 2nd place, Goldstar in 3rd, Hayden in 4th, Ben Smith in 5th, Captain Colossus 6th, Dubdo 7th, Glowing Gold in 8th, Kaiser in 9th place, and Tequila in the final 10th spot. What a final lap and what a final finish and final corner that was from Clayjax. A great move there. Absolutely send it, Clayjax said. So a great race. And yeah, there was a few bumps and scrapes in that race, so do save the replays. If any incidents, just PM me. And what an absolute race that was. That was brilliant. But Tonkanon taking the win there by how many seconds? 11.2 seconds. So Tonkanon having a very trouble-free race there. So Tonkanon in 1st place. Clayjax in 2nd place with a great move on the Goldstar on the final quarter there. Goldstar coming home in 3rd place. Hayden in 4th. Ben Smith 5th. Captain Colossus in 6th place after a bit of a paint scrape. 7th place, Dubdude. 8th place was Glowing Gold. Kaiser in 9th and Tequila in 10th place. The fastest lap will go to Tonkanon in that race. As he had a lot of clear track ahead of him. But look how close that was from 2nd down to 4th. That was less than half a second separating those three. It's a fantastic race in there. We will save that replay. And yeah, Captain Colossus felt a bit of a hit and then saw the gravel. The final race of the evening, we are going to... where are we going? We're going to Monza with no chicanes. And I remember from last time, the Monza with no chicanes race was an absolutely epic race. So we need a break. Yes, we didn't have a race 3 break, so we're going to have a quick break. So we're going to have a quick 10-minute break for all of you guys out there. I apologise we didn't have a race 3 break. So give yourselves a 10-minute break. I'll be back in about 3 minutes just to update you on what's going on. So I will go on mute for a bit, stay in the lobby, and we'll get back to race 5 in about 10 minutes or so. So stay tuned and we'll be back for race 5. Okay, welcome back everyone. We are just having a little break before the final race of the evening tonight. These drivers just getting a few additional laps in for the final race. We are racing here at Monza, a track where we've decided to run without the first chicane, so they're going to be getting maximum speed and a lot of slipstream down these straights here. We will give these drivers a good, decent amount of practice in before we get going for the qualifying session. So just to recap, race 1, the pole position was taken by Gold Star, so Gold Star will take an extra point away for race 1. Race 2, the pole position was taken by Gold Star, who again take another point. Race 3, Tonkanon was taken a pole position, so a point for Tonkanon. Race 4, Tonkanon as well, another point. The race results of this evening, all the points will be accumulated at the end of the evening and will be put down into Discord in our championship tomorrow morning. Once I've dished out all the points, looked at potential penalties, if any penalties are to be dished out, they will be dished out between myself and an independent race steward who will also look back at the replays and put his views across. So if there's any penalties to dish out, it won't just be just me. Somebody else will also join me to watch the replays back and decide if there are any penalties to be handed out at all. So that is the way it's run here. We like nice, clean, fair racing. If anyone's watching that does want to join, does want to enjoy some of the racing here, we do run mini races, we run GT car races, we ran some GT3 races last week, a couple of weeks ago I think. We've got a GT2, which in GT Sport terms they're called the GR2 cars. We've got those running next Friday. We still have one space remaining in that championship evening. Again, it'll be running from 7:30 in the evening UK time, and that will be going until about 11 o'clock at night. So you're going to get a decent amount of racing. So a good 2.5, 3 hours of racing on track, all live streamed, all broadcasted, all commentated on. Everything that you could possibly ask for, we'll try and do for you here at Esports Racing Network. I'm your commentator. I'm Chris Daines. I do hope you've enjoyed tonight's racing. We do have, if you stick around, we have this final race with us though tonight, and this is going to be a really good one because we've seen some really good action here previously with how close some of these drivers are on this circuit, and with the slipstreams and everything, it does get tricky into the second. Well, now it's potentially the first chicane because we've taken away the first chicane here at Monza. The second chicane at Monza now becomes our first chicane, and there's always incidents into that second chicane. So drivers are urged to be careful into that second chicane. So we will right here. Let's just check to see who's on track because we don't want to upset anyone with the amount of time given off, because we did say we'd take a break. Let's just wait before Tonkanon is in his car. As soon as Tonkanon is entered into this, I will put a 5-minute heads up for qualifying, because I know Tonkanon desperately wanted a break, as he is probably sweating in his seat after all that action up front with glowing gold. So as soon as Tonkanon is in his seat, which he is in his seat now, as I'm sure he just heard me on the stream there. Tonkanon desperately needed a break. He's probably got sweat coming out of his forehead and out of his other orifices because of all that racing. And I think everyone needed a bit of a break. And to be honest, we usually have a break after race 3, but I completely forgot about it. I was so caught up in the action. I was so... I can't wait to watch this stream back because some of the racing we've seen tonight. No problem, Tonkanon, we'll give you another minute. That's not a problem. We've got all the time, mate. It's only 20 past 10. We have had so much close racing tonight. If you watch the stream back, it's been brilliant. The Super Pole tonight worked absolutely fantastically. Everyone followed the rules. Everyone went out. Everyone had fun. And the Super Pole was just... if you haven't seen it yet, I won't give anything away. Watch it back. It caught me by surprise, I must admit. It really did. It was the best thing to see for me personally. So yeah, it was great because just watch it back because I can't wait to watch it back. So the Super Pole worked absolutely brilliantly. So I'm really looking forward to this final race. I hope everyone can. And James H is back. Unbeknown to me, it's good to see James H back. James has obviously had some internet issues tonight, so James H back in the lobby, which is brilliant to see. Love seeing that. Well done, James, for making the effort of trying to get your internet restarted and joining this. This is what I love about these drivers. They so desperately want to race here, and when something technical goes wrong with the internet or with hardware or with steering wheels or whatever, they all desperately get so angry that they're missing races or missing this or missing that. I know High Snipes tried to get in race 4. He had some internet issues and he came back to find the qualifying had started, so apologies to High Snipes. I do hope he can try and get back for this qualifying this race, but if not a problem. We'll see him back next week in the Friday event in the GR2s. But yeah, it's good to see these drivers with such passion for Esports Racing Network, and it fills me with a lot of warmth and joy to see these drivers, regular drivers for us coming in, and some new drivers as well. We've got a new driver in the name of Clayjax, who's here. We've got a new driver in the name of Tonkanon's dad, also known as Tequila, who's here. And we had Aaron turn up tonight as well, one of my friends, one of my close friends, who we play a lot of FIFA together. So Aaron was here racing with us tonight, so it was good to see an appearance from Aaron as well. So it's nice to see drivers coming through here. We've also got Spaceman Spork sitting here in the lobby, so big shout out to Spaceman Spork from the USA, sitting here watching the racing. He's taking time out of his day not to race and just to simply watch some of this racing. So it's good to see we're hitting up all parts of the globe who are interested in this sort of race. And Spaceman Spork, if you're listening, if you do want to get involved, just let me know. I can get you involved in a race. That's not a problem. Obviously, with our events, these are invite only to keep it fair for everyone and keep the points on point. Pardon the pun. So Spaceman Sport, if you do want to get in, to just drop us a message and let us know. So we'll just put a message out there now. 5 minutes to quali. There we go. So 5 minutes to qualifying. We'll get the qualifying underway just past 25 past 10, and the racing should be finished way before 11 o'clock tonight. So that's good timing. These minis always throw up some good racing in a good amount of time that we have with us. The GT cars, for some reason, take longer, and they tend to go after 11 o'clock. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe the races are a bit too long. I'm not really sure. But this is a 6-lap race round here tonight. It was supposed to be 5, but the last time we had a 6-lap race round here, on the 6th lap we had the most amazing finish. So I'm hoping if we run a 6-lap race round here again, we can get the same. So a little bit of a longer race around this circuit, but only by about 2 minutes extra compared to the rest of the racing we've done tonight. So we will get to some of the practice action now, rather than me sit here in the lobby and bore you all with nothing on your screen. So get the standings up here. And we are going to ride with the one and only Tequila here, who tonight joins us as a debutant and has been running really well in the Pro-Am class here, showing some really good pace here from Tequila, and good qualifying pace, I would say, from Tequila, and some racecraft from Tequila as well, which has been on point. So watch out for this name in future events. If Tequila does join us again in future events, he's more than welcome. He can enter in any event through Tonkanon. So if Tonkanon tells me he wants Tequila wants to enter, I will put him down on the list, even without Tequila being in our Discord. So that's not a problem. So if Tequila does want to join again, he's more than welcome. Super fast driver here, Tequila, and yeah, we'll be watching out for this guy in future broadcasts as well. Clayjax as well. Clayjax, again, I've mentioned him, another debutant for us here at ERN, and he's shown some really good pace here, some good, as he's flashing his hazard lights at us. So Clayjax has been really good for us here tonight, and good respectful driving here from Clayjax. Nice to see drivers that I've never seen on track before race with respect and race with a lot of balls as well, let's say. Not afraid to get their elbows out against drivers that have been around ERN for a few months now. So Tequila and Clayjax, good to see here. We had, like I said, we had Aaron here as well. Dub Dude, the driver that I haven't mentioned yet. Dub Dude here, who's just released from the pit lane. Once he's out of the pit lane, I will talk. It's very loud in my ears at the moment. So Dub Dude is another debuting for us here at ERN, and Dub Dude, I believe, has come from another mini racing league, so I do hope to see some of his mini racing league friends join us here at ERN, because Dub Dude has been a great driver for us here tonight, coming into the final race of the evening with this absolutely beautiful livery he's running here, with this Windows cyberspace livery. Dub Dude heard of us through a previous stream. He dropped in like one of the guys that has just dropped in now, the American guy who just hits a barrier. The American guy that's just joined us now. Let me get your name right before I butcher it. Spaceman Spork. So Dub Dude basically joined us through watching an event just like you. And he's come into his first event today and done extremely well. So Spaceman Spork, once again, if you want to get involved, then please do. Right, let's check the time out and see if we are ready for qualifying. I said we would start just after 25 past 10. It is 26 minutes past 10, so we'll give them a 30-second heads up. 30 seconds to quali. We will get going in 30 seconds time. So here we go then, qualifying is now officially underway. We're going to hope for no pit glitches. We hope for no one stuck in pit lanes, so we don't have to restart it. Touch wood, so far we have had no glitches. We have had no GT Sport glitches tonight, and Glowing Gold, absolutely legendary Glowing Gold here in his RAF Mini. Now, one thing you probably didn't know about Glowing Gold is Glowing Gold, correct me if I'm wrong, Glowing Gold is or was in the RAF. He could still be in the RAF, but I do know he was in the RAF. So he is running his amazing Help for Heroes Pro livery on the Mini here today. So big respect to Glowing Gold, RAF, Help for Heroes. I'm a full supporter of all that. Absolutely love the Help for Heroes stuff. So huge respect there for Glowing Gold. An absolute beast of a man who's running this amazing livery. So big shout out there to Glowing Gold. And keep an eye on him because he'll want to make a definite impact on this race. But he's already made an impact on the ERN stream with this solid livery and a solid message there for everyone for the Help the Heroes. So absolutely brilliant, absolutely love that. James H back on track. I'm sure James H will be running another livery. It looks very green. Let's take a look at this livery. James H did say he was going to run 5 different liveries tonight, and this is his final livery of the evening. Now this is classic. This is a classic British Mini, an old school 1960s to 1970s BP, old school faded green with scratches down the side. This is brilliant. This was livery, and Glowing Gold is saying the livery was made by James H. So the driver we are looking at right now, James H. And this is what I was saying back in the earlier stream. James H, Ben Smith and Glowing Gold all make liveries, but James H makes most of the intricate personal livery. So if someone comes up to him with a livery suggestion and says, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that, James H will come out of the box and within 24 to 48 hours he will bash out a livery. And that Help for Heroes one that was done by James H for Glowing Gold. So this guy here, James H, absolutely solid member of eSports Racing Network, and I couldn't ask for a better member as James H eSports Racing Network. So yeah, a huge thank you to James, and I'm sure everyone here racing will join me in giving James H a massive thank you for the effort he puts in for all the streams and all the looks that we get on ERN with these liveries. So James H making himself a nice little BP scratched up one there. So Gold Star here running his regular blacked out livery. Kaiser, who's just passed us now, running another livery here, so I'm unsure what Kaiser's racing here. He's got Pro-Am written all over the front of it. Mini Marvel, it looks like a Marvel. It is, it's a Marvel. I'm not really into the Marvel scene side of things. I'm not sure I know much about Marvel as such, but I know it's pretty decent stuff to watch, but I've not any, I hate to say it, I've never seen any Marvel stuff myself. So Kaiser there running a Marvel livery. Clayjack's running his Clayjack's livery. Hayden with his Repsol. Glowing Gold with this. I'm probably going to see this quite a lot tonight because I probably will go back to it, but this Help for Heroes Royal Navy livery, awesome. Ben Smith with his ERN made livery. Ben Smith made this livery for himself, so another livery designer here for ERN. Tonkin on here, which we're going to watch out for in this qualifying session. Tequila, that's Tonkin on's dad, so we got Tonkin on just here. And this man here is the father of the man in front of him. So father and son racing in these minis. Absolutely brilliant to see some family stuff. Right, let's get to the qualifying. So James H sets the fastest lap so far with a 2:04. Gold Star goes through with a 2:01.4. Next up the line, we've got all the lap times coming in now. We've got 2:02s, 2:04s, 2:04. So 2:03 by Ben Smith. So the 2:04 line seems like the time to get above into the top 3. Tonkin on with a 2:05, Tequila with a 2:05, and Captain Colossus with a 2:02. Colossus loves this circuit in the Mini, so do watch out for Captain in this one because he has a sweet spot for this circuit. So we we will keep an eye out for Captain Colossus. A night with a pint. That is my friend Handy Pint. Evening, Handy Pint. It's great to see you here. Thanks for joining us. And Handy Pint, if you haven't seen the racing from race 1 up to race 3, I suggest you watch it. It was unbelievable. It was the best racing I have ever witnessed here at eSports Racing Network. Race 1 to race 3. Race 4 was very good. Tonkanon ran away with it, but the rest of the field was fantastic. But race 1 to 3, watch it back. Absolutely brilliant. So, getting back to qualifying, as we've had enough about talking about liveries and what we've seen so far. Let's concentrate on what we've got to do right now. We've got 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining of this qualifying session, and currently we have Goldstar out with 1.1 seconds out in the lead from Hayden here in second place. Hayden is 0.3 of a second away from Captain Colossus, who is... No, that's the Marvel car. I thought that was Captain Colossus, but these drivers need to find some space here. So you've watched race 1 and race 2. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it was fantastic racing there, Handy Pint. These drivers need to find some space now with Ben Smith approaching on his fast lap. So Hayden needs to just mind Ben just behind him, because Ben's coming up fast behind. Doesn't want to hold Ben up for his fast lap. Ben trying to get as much slipstream. Hayden moving over sensibly there. Clayjack's now as well in front, so Ben had to manoeuvre around a couple of drivers there to try and get a better lap in. So let's see if Ben can improve with a bit of traffic there as Goldstar hugging the inside. James H goes across the line, doesn't improve. Goldstar crosses the line. He does improve. No, he doesn't improve. That was Kaiser. Apologies. So Kaiser improves. Captain Colossus in third place. Needs to find nearly 0.4 of a second to get past Hayden, but Tequila goes second fastest. Tequila now with a 2-minute 2.563. A great lap there from Tequila. So again, that's what I said. We've got to watch out for this guy. He's incredibly quick. So Tequila now in second place. Hayden third. Ben Smith, Dub Dude in seventh. So Dub Dude all alone out there with no traffic. All he needs to do is concentrate on his own lap time. So Dub Dude there in seventh place. So we expect Dub Dude to be up there near the top 5 positions, I would assume. It depends how well Dub Dude has trained for this particular race. He's only got 2 minutes 40 seconds to get himself a little bit higher up the grid there. So we've got a lot of traffic there in the background, as going wide was Tonkanon. And Tonkanon is now under a little bit of pressure here because he's in 6th place. And he's not used to being there in the 6th place position. So Tonkanon is going wide. We got James. What was this? We got drivers pulling off, trying to keep out the way of other drivers here. We got that's Tonkanon again, but we had drivers all over the place there. So I'm not sure what was going on there. We don't really have replays here for qualifying, unfortunately, but that was, I think everyone was just really trying to pull out the way of the faster drivers. The driver crossing the line now, I believe that's Dub Dude going across the line. Yeah, crossing the line now, Dub Dude. And doesn't look like he's improved. So Dub Dude's got one more lap to try and get a good lap in so he can complete this lap. So Dub Dude's desperately going to want to try and improve on that. James H currently sitting in 8th place in that wonderful Mini. Kaiser there in the Marvel in 9th place. He's about to complete his lap now. So Kaiser only 1/10 of a second away from James H. James is doing a great job there in 8th place, actually. Considering the night James is H, Kaiser does go quicker and deplaces James H. And all the lap times are starting to roll now, so everyone's really pushing hard. Hayden goes up to 2nd place, so Hayden takes 2nd. Captain Colossus in 4th, Ben Smith is 5th, Tonkanon is 6th, Clayjax is giving a push to someone there in front. It looks like Hayden. Yeah, Hayden's getting a massive push from Clayjax there, so whether they're helping each other trying to get in front of the grid. Look at this, and this is what it's going to be like in the race. How close is this? You couldn't get closer. I mean, look at this, with Clayjax flashing his lights there. So anyway, let's get back to the action here because we're missing out on Goldstar's lap here. Goldstar's got to slow down so he won't improve. But he is 0.8 of a second away from this man, Hayden now. Hayden trailing 0.8, but 0.3 quicker than Tequila and Captain Colossus in 4th place. Captain Colossus is just here coming up to the first chicane now. Hard on the brakes there from Captain Colossus, using all the curb. That's a fantastic line there from Captain. He absolutely nailed that. So this is Captain's last lap to get a good lap in here. And that was a really good sector there from Captain Colossus. So we'll keep an eye and see how it gets on here, as this has been really smooth from the man himself in the number 17 ERN. This means war, it says on the back. I've only just noticed that, Captain Colossus. This means war, it says on the back of his car. Absolutely brilliant. So Captain Colossus pushing hard. He's got Tequila ahead of him in third. We've got drivers rounding the final corner now. That's a penalty slowdown for Gold Star, so he won't improve. Clayjack's getting a big push. So these two have been helping each other. Let's just see if this helps them at all, because they've been pushing each other along. I don't think it will, because just behind the Marvel car of... who is that? The Marvel car of Kaiser has been actually catching him this lap, so I'm not sure the two in front of him will improve. Kaiser looking to improve on his 10th place position. James H been pushed down. Clayjax has improved with that push. So Clayjax with a 202.9. Tonkanon with a 202.8. So Tonkanon not getting the best qualifying session in there and only sits in 4th place. And for Tonkanon, that will be... that won't be the best, but Captain Colossus now goes 4th and deplaces Tonkanon. So a great lap from Captain Colossus. He was on a great lap there from what I saw as Ben Smith round the last corner. It sounds like he's lifted the throttle off, so Ben Smith won't be able to get a better lap in here because he's just lifted off. But Colossus taking that 4th place away right at the last there. But Gold Star is your pole sitter for the final race of this evening. And Hayden in 2nd place. Tequila doing a brilliant job there. Tequila in 3rd place, so good top 3 there for Tequila, but Gold Star is the man that will take 1st position and the pole for the final race of this evening. But we have seen Gold Star not get off the line too quickly. He has really struggled to get off the start line, so I suspect we're going to see Gold Star drop down the order at the start of the race, because it's been a common theme for Gold Star in all 4 races where he drops 2 or 3 positions. So Hayden and Tequila may jump Gold Star going into the 1st corner, so do keep an eye on this race and this battle, because Gold Star is really struggling with his starts at the moment, but he has got great race pace, so we'll see some battles going through the field and see him coming back through the field. But so Gold Star, Hayden, Tequila and Captain Colossus. Tonkanon in 5th, Clay Jackson 6th, Ben Smith 7th, Clement Gold 8th, Dub Dude in 9th. 10th place we had... I'll see it in a minute. Eventually when the grid order comes up. 10th place we had Kaiser, and James will round out the final grid there in 11th place. So the final race of the evening. We'll get all this information off the screen, get what we need to see. Gold Star will lead the way, waiting for the green lights, and we start the final race of the evening. Can Gold Star get off the line a little bit better? They're desperately trying. Gold Star does get a bit of a better start, but going through the middle is Captain Colossus on an amazing start there from Captain, going from 4th to 1st in the space of a few seconds. So Captain Colossus taking the lead. Clayjack's 1st. Gold Star, as I said, has dropped down to 4th from 1st on the grid. So Gold Star struggling now off the start line yet again, so needing to find the gear ratio. But Gold Star looks like he's going to lose another position to Tonkanon now, who's on the inside of Gold Star going into the 1st corner. And this is where it's all going to get very tricky. Everyone needs to be extremely careful going into this 1st hairpin, as Clayjax has taken the lead off of Captain Colossus. Now going into, see if we have any incidents of the RAF car of Glowing Gold down the inside. We've got someone going well off the track there. I'm not sure who that was. That was a car of Gold Star. Something's happened to Gold Star. Let's have a look, see what's happened. Gold Star's gone into turn 1, and a huge hit from behind by the Marvel car. Looks like it just lost his braking point. And unfortunately Gold Star's been returned to the track right at the back of the field. But up front we have Clayjax in 1st. Captain Colossus now battling it out for 1st place. Colossus goes to the inside line. Glowing Gold is up to 3rd place. The Glowing Gold in the Help for Heroes car is up to 3rd place. A great start from there for Glowing Gold. Captain Colossus now takes the lead of this race with Clayjax in 2nd place. Glowing Gold's got pressure from Tonkin on the inside, but Glowing Gold holds it nicely down into 3rd place. Tonkanon sitting in 4th, Hayden in 5th place there. A nice little slipstream, Hayden. They get off all of these cars. Clayjax is still not finished with Captain Colossus, yes, but this is only first lap of 6-lap race. There's a bit of butt drafting going on there between Hayden and Tonkanon, trying to keep Glowing Gold out of those positions which he so desperately wants. A bit of ghosting car there from Glowing Gold. Dubdude there in 6th place. And Dubdude's made his way up to 6th place. Ben Smith has dropped to 7th place. James H has moved his way from the back of the grid up to 8th. Tequila in 9th, Kaiser in 10th place, and unfortunately Glowing Gold Star at the back is really struggling now after that incident at the start line, which he had nothing to do with. He just got rear-ended, which I said was going to be a problem into that first chicane. But here we go. We've got a huge slipstream here from Clayjax on Captain Colossus, but also look at this behind in 3rd place. We've got Tonkanon looking for the inside, and all these cars going nose to tail into the first chicane here. It's 3 wide going into the first chicane. Who's going to be last of the late breakers? There's a hard car going in there. It's the Help for Heroes car, but he's made it stick. Everyone gets through there. What a move there from Glowing Gold. Glowing Gold makes his way through, but does take a little bit of a penalty for it as going through the pack there. Well, look at the Help for Heroes car going through the middle. Look at that move from Glowing Gold. An absolutely solid move from Glowing Gold. What an opportunistic move there. And that puts Glowing Gold up to 2nd place now. He's got a little bit of a penalty to serve, but what a race. Clayjax getting forced onto the grass there by Tonkanon. All fair game, I say, but that was move of the night so far for me by Glowing Gold in the Help for Heroes car. Wow, absolutely fantastic move that was. But as we go back to this action here, we've got Clayjax in 4th, Hayden 5th, who is Tonkanon desperately trying to hold these guys off. Ben Smith there in 6th place, just behind this lot, trying to get the slipstream toe on all these guys. We are only on lap 2 of 6 tonight, as Captain Colossus has pulled out an 8/10 of a second lead now, but he has got a 1 second penalty slowdown, so we'll have to try and serve that before the end of the race. And it's probably best he tries to serve it now, early on, and then he can get the slipstream with these guys. You don't want to serve it towards the end of the race because these guys will catch you with all the slipstream they're getting behind. So he needs to try and serve that early on rather than later on in the race, so then he can try and get the back of these cars again. So let's see how he gets on with this penalty in mind. He may be able to try and serve it as Ben Smith goes across the line with a 2:03.1. So Ben Smith currently holding the fastest lap of the race, as just behind now, the slipstream behind. Let's ride on board. Look how close this is. We are on board with Tonkanon now with Clayjax right behind the 3 cars behind, sorry. Clayjax, Glowing Gold and Hayden all working together to try and catch Captain Colossus, who now only has a 3/10 of a second lead. And this is what I was saying about Captain Colossus' penalty. They're all going to catch him in this slipstream. Captain Colossus has to go defensive into this corner, into this hairpin. They're going 3 wide yet again. This is going to be so close, and everyone gets through there so well. Colossus is losing the rear end slightly, and it seems like he's only served a 10th of a second penalty, so he's still got 9/10 to serve. So Colossus now desperately trying to serve the penalty, but this is so close. I really don't know who's going to come out top, but this is Clayjax, Hayden, Captain Colossus, Tonkanon, Glowing Gold, and now Ben Smith is on the back of this group as just going wide as Clayjax. Just got a little bit of a shove there, but Clayjax will be okay. He'll be able to tuck back in that slipstream. Ben Smith now is up to 5th place. Ben Smith now caught up to this pack. Is exactly where he wants to be. We've still got 3 laps of this race left, 3.5 laps left, as Tonkanon, wanting to win this championship, will need to try and find his way past. There's a big move down the inside from Glowing Gold or Tonkanon, and I'm not sure how that played out there. We'll just quickly go back and have a look, but there was a big move on the inside for the Help Heroes car, didn't quite make it stick, and Glowing Gold as a result has dropped down to 5th place, but Ben Smith now up to 4th, so Ben will be desperately trying to push on for the win of this race, as Hayden has a 10th of a second penalty, while Captain Colossus now only has a half a second penalty, so he should be able to get rid of this through the race. If Colossus keeps doing what he's doing, he should be able to serve the rest of that penalty by the end of lap 6, providing he doesn't get any more penalties. But Captain Colossus with a lovely drag down the straight now, and this is going to be one close finish towards the end of the race, starting lap 4 now. And 2 laps left of this race. This is anybody's game. We've got Clayjax on the back of this. We've got Dubdude, who's just 1.7 seconds behind this huge battle. So Dubdude and James H here keep pushing on. James H does have a 1.2 second penalty though, so if he keeps pushing on, he might be able to catch these guys, but he may have to be hindered by that penalty. Tequila in 10th and Goldstar trying his best to catch up to the pack here, but this is unbelievable. Look at this, 4 wide now going into this corner. This is the one, but glowing gold. Glowing gold was in the lead for a second there until his car ghosted out, and the lead has now been taken. It just shows you how quick this can change. Glowing gold going into the chicane was in first place and drops down to 4th. That's where the moves are being made, into that chicane, but it's also the most dangerous corner on the circuit. And now on the back of this pack you have Dubdude, who has reeled in all these guys. He was 1.7 seconds behind, and now he's only half a second behind as James H in the background goes extremely wide. Clayjax now in the lead of this with Hayden in 2nd place. Captain Colossus has dropped down to 6th place now. And where to commentate and where to look at, I mean, where do you look at? These guys are so close together. You just don't know the next move or where it's going to be. You've got Hayden there pushing Clayjax, who are working together to try and take the lead. As Hayden is he going to bump draft? It looks like he might just try and bump draft to try and pull away from these guys behind, but he's not. He's actually making the move down the inside to come on to lap 5 of this race now. So Hayden looking for the inside line. He will take first place away from Clayjax heading into lap 5 of the race, but Clayjax will get the comeback and try and push him on. Very wide they go, with Ben Smith now up to 3rd place. So Ben Smith doing a fantastic job there, going from 7th all the way up to 3rd now, and still within a shot of winning this race. He's Ben Smith only 0.3 of a second now behind the leader of this race, as Captain Colossus has had a bit of an issue and he has dropped right out of this slipstream here. But Captain Colossus, it's not over yet. There's still 2 laps to go, and we know what happens going into this first chicane. We know there's incidents, so anyone's got a chance at this race win now. As Clayjax now looking to the inside of Hayden. This is going to be a 3 wide again, potentially, with Ben Smith looking to the outside. You've got in the background, you've got Glowing Gold, who's not finished with these guys yet. Glowing Gold looking really strong here at the moment. Hard on the brakes into that chicane. Clayjax very, very deep on the brakes, and he will serve a penalty for that one. But all holding station at the moment. And Tonkanon needs to make some ground up here if he's to try and take this championship away and secure the championship. I think if Tonkanon can get himself into the top 3, that will guarantee him the championship win tonight, as Goldstar with the fastest lap and the extra point with a 2:01.8 for Goldstar is still towards the back of this grid, I believe. We will try and find where Goldstar is. Here he is. He's just battling with Tequila now. So Goldstar trying to make his way back through the grid here. Ben Smith and Clayjax jumping over the curbs there, trying to hold his positions, but he's going to cause himself some more issues here as Clayjax surprisingly doesn't get any sort of penalty at all. But in the meantime, this has let Hayden pull out a 1.4 second gap leading on to the last lap of the race. So Hayden looking good for this race if he can just keep it there, as the guys behind now are probably settling for the fact that they probably can't win this race unless Hayden makes an almighty mistake. Ben Smith with an 0.8 of a second slowdown penalty, whereas Glowing Gold, I keep saying Goldstar, apologies, Glowing Gold doesn't have any form of penalty at all. So if Ben Smith finishes ahead of Goldstar, even by a 10th, Glowing Gold will finish ahead of Ben Smith, where Tonkanon now in 4th place, pressurising the 2 of these guys. Goldstar, I need to stop saying Goldstar. Glowing Gold, Glowing Gold, Glowing Gold in the Help for Heroes car is being pressured by Tonkanon now, as Dubdude in the background and Clayjax side by side. Hayden now with a 1.6 second lead if he can hook this chicane up nicely here. He shouldn't have too much of an issue for the rest of the lap, but 2 by 2 going in. 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th all going into the first chicane side by side. It's all to play for now in the final lap. This is the final race of the evening. Let's make it a good one. They're going 3 wide into turn 4. 3 wide. Who's going to come out of this one? There's a lot of ghosting cars. Ben Smith gets pushed and we've got a big accident. We've got a huge accident now. We got glowing gold off, so that means Captain Colossus is going to get through. What on earth happened here? Let's try and get this. Glowing gold was on the middle. He was being sandwiched. Nothing glowing gold could do, but there was a lot of ghosting car. No, there was. It's just a racing incident. Unfortunately, there was just a lot of ghosting, and the cars were in and out of ghosting. And as soon as they unghosted, the cars just got hit. So unfortunately, it takes him out of the race. But Clayjax is now in second place. Tonkanon moves himself up to third. Dubdude is currently in fourth place. He's not finished. The Dubdude's done a great job keeping himself out of trouble now, and in fourth place he could still potentially take a top three finish here, but it looks like Hayden's going to go on to win this race. Captain Colossus moved up to fifth. Gold Star in the meantime from last after that horrible incident at the start of the race has moved himself into sixth place. Hayden now is going to round the final corner. As going into the final corner, Clayjax has gone very wide. That's Tonkanon taking second place. Can Dubdude do anything about it? Hayden's going to cross the line to win the race. Tonkanon is in second place. It looks like going to hold it, but Clayjax in third. Dubdude is in fourth. Is Dubdude be able to get him on the line? I don't think he's going to. Captain Colossus is just there. Not quite. Gold Star comes home in sixth place. Ben Smith comes home in seventh place. James H will finish the race in eighth place. Good result there from James H. Tequila having an issue at the end there in ninth, glowing gold. Unfortunately, in the Help for Heroes car, comes home in 10th after a horrible incident. Oh, wow. So Hayden takes the win there by 3.2 seconds. Tonkanon making his way back through the grid in second. Clayjax in third. Dubdude fourth. Captain Colossus fifth. Gold Star in sixth. What a race that was. There was a lot of... the last race of the evening always tends to throw up a lot of pushy-shovey. But great racing all round. And here are your race results. Hayden comes home in fourth with 3.2 second lead in the end, with Tonkanon in second, benefiting from the unfortunate glowing gold incident with Clayjax. Clayjax there in third place. Dubdude in fourth, making a great comeback there. Dubdude in fourth place. Captain Colossus in fifth, dropping down to fifth there. Gold Star in sixth place after a really unfortunate first chicane, first lap incident puts him down in last place, and he had to reset the track, but he made his way back to sixth. So good points there for Gold Star in the end, and a good comeback. Ben Smith there in seventh place. James H in eighth place. Tequila in ninth. Glowing Gold, really unfortunate there on the last lap. I really feel for Glowing Gold in that one, because he worked his socks off in that race and deserved a lot better than that 10th place. That's for sure. And Kaiser rounding out 11th place with Gold Star with the fastest lap. We will just save a screenshot of that. Save the replays if you want to save the replays. Any incidents you want to look at, then please let me know in the Discord server. Wow. All I can say is what a night of racing. What a night of racing from everyone. It's been brilliant all the way through. Every race tonight. All the race results. Clayjax, all the points and everything will be announced tomorrow morning once I've gone through everything and got the points together. But absolutely brilliant racing from everyone tonight, and some really exciting close racing. The minis always throw up some fantastic racing, some absolutely fantastic racing. Reza, yeah, I can't believe it either. There was a lot on stake there, and do apologise for the incidents there, but we'll have a look at the replays and go back on them and see what we can do. But absolutely brilliant. I really hope everyone's enjoyed tonight. Another banger, says Captain. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Reza. Great event. Thank you very much. I do appreciate all the comments. Obviously, a lot of work goes into all these behind the scenes and everything, just to try and give you guys the best racing possible and the best opportunity to race each other and the best opportunity to have fun. And let's just all remember, this is a game. This is a bit of fun. Let's not all get too heated in the moment. Take a breather, take the evening to chill out, and then come back and congratulate each other, because tonight, for me, I know there were some incidents in the last race there, but you have to look back on the racing as a whole. It's been absolutely brilliant, and there are some times when I come into the events and I'm thinking maybe things could change, maybe things could be done better and things like that. And obviously, I always strive to try and make things better for everyone. And I think the Super Pole worked really well tonight. So a big thank you to everyone that was involved. And anyone that wants to get involved, anyone else that wants to get involved in these races, be on a broadcast, be on a commentary, and get your name out there, and then please let me know. But anyway, I really appreciate it, and I'm going to bid everyone a farewell here at eSports Racing Network. I hope you've all enjoyed it. 5 races of the evening. Go and watch them back. See what you think. I've been your commentator, Chris Daines. Please leave us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, tell your friends, tell everyone around, tell your family, and enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Have a great weekend. Peace out, everyone.